Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
It just
Maybe you
looks
should stop
like
rolling
it's
now.
looking
Oh,
right at
just stop
me.
rolling
No,
now.
it's
Just stop
got you
rolling now.
both.
It's just a slow zone.
Oh, I need to get on.
It's just Thomas's face.
Yeah.
I need a dice exorcism. Does anybody perform those out there?
I know that Laura Bailey in Critical Role puts her dice in salt.
No.
She puts her dice in salt.
Or salt?
You can put them in rice. Kind of the way that you put like a phone in there if you
Yeah.
put a toilet or something.
Dry the demons out of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
We could.
I do have cat litter upstairs.
That could work.
That's actually really funny. If you do get your phone wet, you can put it in cat litter.
That's
if
what
you
I
don't have
I
rice.
I have a thing of cat litter,
Yep.
so if my phone gets in water, I'll stick it in there.
It absorbs. It's very good at that. That's why
I
it's
also
there.
heard silicone, so I've been saving my little silicone packet.
I wish that I could just
Oh, the
carry one of these
silicate?
around with me
Or silicate.
because I
Yeah,
really
I've been
like.
eating
The stuff
them, is
that,
that bad?
you're not supposed to eat, but everyone
just
wants
been
to eat
eating them.
anyways.
Do you guys ever?
Been eating them. I'm kidding.
Eat silicate packets.
Don't be worried about
I was
me.
gonna say
No, I
flip a
wasn't.
coin
You're
to
fine.
make
No,
decisions.
Jenny gave me a look that she was like,
I've wanted to
Oh,
play
how
a
cute.
character
That just
where
flips a coin
yes,
and
that
has
is
to
Harvey
make
Two-Face,
decisions?
and that's how you make your choices.
Yeah, I
think
do
that's
it
a bit
sometimes.
too chaotic for my personal taste, but
I feel like
Just
half the time
perfect
when I
for me.
flip a coin, I'm like, by the time it lands, I actually know what I
That
want to
would
do.
be perfect
and
for
so
Cade.
it does not work.
Oh,
with
yeah.
A coin?
yeah.
I really like this little.
It's weird
thing.
because
That's cute.
I currently have
Very
written that Click is a chaotic good character. I don't think I've played him rather chaotically thus far.
No, not
I
entirely.
have trouble playing chaotic characters.
I don't.
I know.
I
Well, you've broken the law. You've.
Is that chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos is opposite of law.
Okay.
And you get
But
under
you
my
also
nerves.
have your own
under my
Yeah.
skin.
form of law.
That's not being used today.
Was ist das?
That is a new one
that
to
for
shoot
looking at the-
here
that's
instead
gonna
of
be
the
great.
extra one I used to have over here.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's going to be
I'm
another.
looking forward to that.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's
Super cool.
I'm actually thinking I might get rid of that tripod there and put one of these there so I
So
can
that
just
it's-
that
You got
then
a
you
new
guys don't
PC.
bump into it all the time.
It's
Fair.
big.
Yes, the new monster PC. Hello, everyone, all the mad chatters. Welcome, welcome.
You don't know much
I
about
thought you were looking
computers,
at my
do you?
notebook, and I was like, get out of here.
He,
Nothing.
Very little.
He has the newest graphics card. It's bigger than most babies.
It's 5 pounds.
It's
The
massive.
graphics card
It's
weighs
5
5 pounds.
So a lot
It's
of
bigger than a
people,
PS3.
a lot of people got upset because they had full towers, which should be able to fit everything in it. It does not fit that graphics card. You have to specifically get a larger sized case
Yeah.
to fit that.
That is
Exactly. I rebuilt my entire
incredible.
machine just to fit the stupid
And
graphics
I'm very
card.
jealous. I did last night or the other night order a 3080 Ti
Oh,
for my
good for
new
you.
computer that I'm building. I'm
Good
super
for you.
excited.
Good for you. That's awesome. And yeah, it was a and it's worked out really well. We're streaming in 4K now. We're running Tailspire in 4K. Everything is working great. So it was a
The bitrate doesn't change though, right? Because it doesn't have a different encoder on it. Do you know?
you can adjust both bitrate and encoder. Apparently at Partner you get full-time transcoding, which you don't always get.
Yeah, you can get way better encoding. Yeah.
But I'm running at like 8,500 bits per second, which
I know
is
that
the max.
one of the things that they were selling for the new Intel GPU and this GPU was the way it encodes is much nicer looking on the viewer's end.
Yeah, well, the viewers were all telling me it looked amazing on Tuesday. So hopefully it looks again
doing, Jenny?
really
What?
good.
Roll your d20.
She did. It went well.
Are we sure?
It did go well at first. Oh
My God!
It hasn't rolled
This
above
is-
the top
Ooh.
or below.
Wait! Oh my gosh! I can't do this, y'all.
Here,
roll
do
the
you
black
want to
one.
just
Get 'em all out,
like
get 'em all
switch
out.
die?
That was a 12.
5 dragons.
5 dragons in 5
Oh
seconds.
my gosh, I didn't see you there.
Hey.
All right, hello, welcome everyone to Blue Box, and it is Tears of Aihrde Session 3, entitled
Why don't we
Thieves
get them all
and
just-
Beggars. Right now, we're trying to do a dice exorcism. How's that coming?
Not good.
Not good.
There's pea soup everywhere. It's crazy. Terrifying.
These suck.
Did you try the
Hey,
black one?
hey.
Ooh, 15, 15.
Hey.
Okay.
Just shove them around, yes.
If you put them all on one, the possibility of them landing back on one,
It's not how that works.
leave me alone. Leave
literally
me alone.
not how
That's
it
how
works.
statistics
She's
work.
right. She's on something. She's right, and she should say it.
Thank you.
What I need to do is just make a shirt with a 20 on it. And
Instead of a shirt with a 1 on it,
Yep.
and wear it all the time.
Yep.
Thank you, Toriano. So we already have.
Thank you.
Oh, you have 2 plus 1s.
Aw, for Duke.
Now, why Duke's got. All right, thank you. And I think that.
I think
Thank
we all
you,
started with
Mystical
1.
Unicorn.
Yes.
Let me turn up the alert bot so it's a little bit
glad I'm not the
louder. I
only
couldn't
one.
okay,
hear
the
it there.
light, my eyes are going bad. I
All
can't
right.
even read.
And I think, Thomas, we still need to
This-
focus
that
that
one's hard
just
to
a bit.
read.
I don't know if it
I'm
got
gonna be
knocked off or I was just not.
Can I try rolling it real quick?
Am I going?
Try going the same way you
Simply
went.
Curious
There you
if
go.
you're
Good.
cursed or if the dice are cursed.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, that's.
All right, hello
That's
everyone.
11.
Welcome. Thank you again, Toriano. And
Very
it is
chaotic.
session 3
Maybe
of
I'm
the Tears of
cursed.
Aihrde. Of course.
6. My dice
15.
miscade. Sorry.
Stop rolling.
I think I figured it out. My dice miscade.
Maybe
Maybe.
it just takes a little. Thank you very
Maybe
much,
we should have
Toriano.
a high
Oh,
level
2
one
more for
shot.
Mila. Mila, you got a +2 from Toriano.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice. Okay. As we get started today, we're going to go ahead and go through what happened last time. And thank you so much to Amanda, who posted all the session notes. They were fantastic. And
a godsend.
Clicks got +2. Toriano, you're on
gosh.
fire, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Dahlia.
And then we'll do character
got no angry last
intros.
time.
We'll save our sponsor announcements and whatnot for the break. So let's go ahead and get started with
Wow.
what? Oh.
A quick start?
Oh, thank you,
Oh
thank
my
you, thank you. Oh, Robert, thank you. Everyone jumping in here, we appreciate it. And Uncouther, we're glad you're here. New follower and super active in our Discord. All right, what happened last time?
Last time we left off, we found Duke and Click with a crying cat, and things were bad because guards were coming for them in the midst of Duke's burned down house, which we eventually learned to be the house of the Beauregard family, a noble family in Altamira. They used some distraction of the cat and their quick feet to catch back up with Mila
How
and
did you do
Dahlia.
that?
I threw a cat in the fire.
Yeah.
Only a little.
Only a little. It wasn't a fire, it was coals. But listen, you gotta do what you gotta
I'm
do.
with you. I'm with you, yes.
Get over it.
That's why
Cat's
you're
fine.
chaotic. That's why you're chaotic.
definitely went
that was
chaotic.
very chaotic.
Leaning towards neutral, less than good. Anyways, we did that. We successfully met back up with Dahlia and Mila, who had gathered pots of planted stuff. Plant pots.
Yeah,
Pots of
Planted plant pots.
I was gonna say pots of plants, but it sounded wrong.
Pots of plants.
They had
That's
big
our
clay
vocal
pots in their
warm-up.
hands, and they were going to use
that
them
10 times
to
fast.
somehow distract the guards on our way out.
I'm
so
still not really sure what that was about.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. I don't know.
It worked. It
We were
worked.
running and running. Click leading the group out, and Mila was like, "Oh, I know what to do," and she threw the pot to another direction to attempt to audibly distract the guards to move one way or the other. It kind of worked until it didn't. When Dahlia got spotted around the corner for her bad stealth roll that she rolled, I believe it was a natural one, and we
My bad.
got noticed and. I do believe one of the guards did get knocked over by a pot that Dahlia then
Yes.
dropped in the way
Yep.
around that
Potted
corner,
plants.
which
Potted
was Thomas's idea, not Click's, but it was technically Dahlia doing it. And then we were still being chased by one guard who was slowly gaining on us and gaining on us. Mila had the idea to grab some gravel off of the ground and some loose rocks and just chuck it behind or near to again make an auditory distraction for the guard. But what she did not realize was Click fully planned on taking the hero move and running another direction to distract the guard, and led him straight onto those rocks where he tripped and fell with a natural 1 onto his back, nearly instantly passing out. And split, the party made their way back to the gate out of the noble quarter. On his way, Click managed to procure some cheese and bread at some sort of merchant stand.
Really good. That was really nice.
And Dahlia convinced the guard that we were just making our way out. And for him to have a good night, and we were.
where's the lie?
Nothing weird about it.
Nothing odd.
Nothing odd. And the group made their way back to the basement underneath the Pence for Pages, making their way around some potential unsavory encounters with people in the low quarter. Particularly, it seemed Deke and his gang were out looking for them in the night. They don't appreciate what had happened to them, I'm guessing. The Yellow Knives, as we've heard them called. And Click, fully aware of this danger, put a sound trap of some gravel and his sling up on the door, and proceeded to get into a shouting match with Duke, where they got rather angry at each other. Duke particularly getting rather angry at Click, saying that he was a thief and wanted to steal from his house, which absolutely he is, and that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I don't trust you.
nonetheless was dragged into the house by Duke after not wanting to go in, learning that it was guarded. Click was more interested in why it was guarded than the fact that it was guarded in general, and they got into this shouting match, and eventually Dahlia put her foot down and said, "No, we don't do this. We are friends. Calm down." And Duke ran off into the corner crying. Click apologized, which probably made the crying even worse, and told him that he was sorry for what had happened to his family and the way he had treated him.
Click also cried.
Yeah, one tear. Just one.
I don't know.
That's still crying.
I think there were. Yeah.
He's a liar. Everybody cries here.
Everybody
Click brought
cried.
out the cheese and bread that he had procured, split it evenly amongst everyone, along with some coin that he had managed to procure. Who knows where he got that coin from? It's not Dahlia.
No,
Definitely.
What's money?
And Dahlia not claiming to know that that was her coin, even though it's probably pretty obvious. Click managed to convince himself that she gave it to him, which is good because he is a member of the Guild of Gentle Supplication, and he knows that if he ever gathers anything, he has to bring it to his contact, Gathers, to give 50% of whatever he gets.
His tithe.
His tithe to the guild. And so he took 50% of his cut of the cheese and bread and 50% of the silver that he had managed to procure from Dahlia willingly, and set it aside noticeably to the party. And they then began to discuss, what do we need to do in the morning? There's obviously a lot of heat on us. We need to figure something out. So after a lot of arguments about who needs to go where and what needs to happen, Mila and Dahlia agreed to go to the Pence for Pages to look for any possible oddly valuable things that might rest inside,
And
because
books.
the day before, Click had noticed the symbol for valuables inside, written in the runic Thieves' Cant language, the written language, on the side of the building, which he barely knows anything about, but that's the one thing that he knows. He actually has
Reads it fluently.
That's the one symbol he knows because it's on his notebook.
It is. It's the very one he has on the notebook.
And they were going to go inside because Mila also was rather interested in buying some books now that she had some coin to her name. And Duke wanted this lockbox open, this thing that we had managed to procure. So he was going to go with Click to Gathers, along with making a pit stop to meet Gretchen on the way. Gretchen, an older lady who had a child pass away not too long ago. That distinct warning given by the DM going squarely over Click's head, because they're about the same age. And why would Click die to bad gang stuff going on in the city? No, Click wouldn't do that. It's not possible. So Click asked if she could wash his clothes for him because they had gotten quite dirty in the ashes of the house, and flipped his hair over, hiding the purple, and took his silken mask off and was now looking a little bit different, trying to hide in plain sight, as it were, while Duke put a backpack on his back and pretended to have a hunch. With
There's a cape over it. Has a plug over it.
It was a good look to some,
The Hunchback of Altamira.
not a good look to Gathers, who was not convinced of this at all.
What?
Click gave his tithe to Gathers, who had informed him that there was some word out, some rumor that Click gathered that silver not by guild means, but through nefarious means, through robbery, which is illegal according to the guild and can be punishable by death by members of the guild.
I didn't know that.
Yes, because
Well, how else are you supposed to get money if you're a street rat?
you're a
You
beggar. You're a beggar.
We are
You're part of the
supplicants.
gods.
We are
What
not
were you
robbers.
doing at my house?
Trying to get out of the guild. And Click has his face. Don't worry about it.
It's good. See, I don't trust you, sir.
Why should you? And Click then had managed to convince Gathers, hey, I need your help getting this box open. It is his. We convinced Gathers that it is Duke's. and Gathers gave us a pry rod. We managed to attempt to pop it open. Click rolled a natural 1, popped himself in the forehead, and nearly passed right out. With a big welt on his forehead now, he sat on the box and told Gathers to open it instead, who did proceed to rather easily open it, and then tried to take from us. Click, with some pretty good persuasion rolls, and Duke getting in the way of this action, convinced Gathers this is not what a member of the guild would do, and this is not something you should be doing inside of another member of the guild. And Gathers sort of backed off at that.
He did.
Allowed Click and Duke to go on their way, who rushed back to the basement underneath the Pence for Pages, while Mila and Dahlia managed to make their way successfully this time into the shop by showing some actual coin this time.
By flashing that cat.
They learned...
It looked slightly more put together than
Yeah, exactly.
More
nicer.
clean.
Yeah, I have a nice
They
little
learned
flower.
the owner's name, Marcus, an older gentleman who had, throughout his time in his life, has gathered books and now sells them. The things that he enjoys and loves. It was made very clear that this is something he cares very deeply about, a shop that he has worked very hard to come about the creation of. And for them, that meant this man needs to not be robbed. And we need to tell Click that.
He's sweet and perfect.
That did not stop
Very nice.
Dahlia from still making another cursory look around for anything that might be weirdly valuable, that stands out, anything
Yeah.
odd that might be robbed from him. She didn't find anything in
There
particular.
was other rooms.
There were other rooms, but, you
All
know,
closed.
did not make their way into that. And so Dahlia and Mila bought a couple of books. You didn't buy any.
I bought a book.
You bought a
Yeah.
book. You bought 2 books?
I bought 1 book.
You bought one book
Yeah, we
about
did buy
God
one
stuff and
book.
about...
You don't remember?
Sundry.
Well, it's too hard to say
Sprite,
for me.
Sundry.
Sundry Sprites and...
Sickly sycophants.
Exactly.
It was a story.
Sycophants, yeah.
You bought a
Sundry
fairy
Spites
tale.
and Suffering
A
Sycophants.
fictional book and a non-fictional book.
Yes.
Although according to Click, your book's very fictional.
Ordinance. Whatever. I don't care what
Because
Click
magic's
thinks.
not real, folks. And
You heard it here first.
you heard it first. Then they made their
Blessings
way
and ordinances
to the
are
Bobet,
fine.
which I have been spelling wrong, I believe. It's much more simply spelled than I
Yes,
believe
it is
ever
very
was.
simple,
It's
yes.
not French spelling, it's Bo, B-O, bet.
Yeah, it's not like Beauregard. It's... yeah.
Where they wanted to gather some brown for us to ration for the next couple of days while we let the heat get off of us. Unfortunately, it seemed Deke was staking it out. That or maybe getting his lunch. Either way, they didn't care to go.
Nope.
So they turned right back around. On the way back home, Click gathered a pie from the lovely Gretchen, who had promised him a pie after cleaning his clothes.
Boy, was it good.
And boy, was it good. The party shared in this pie and opened the case to learn they were now rich.
Filthy rich.
30
Hey.
platinum, more than any of the kids in the group, other than Duke, had ever seen in their lives. A garnet the size of 2 of their fists combined, and
hands.
a letter written to the king himself. And
A quick correction. It was the mayor.
the mayor, I was going to
Yes,
say.
it is the mayor. There is
went to the mayor.
there is no king in Altamira. There is a
Okay,
mayor.
I have a question.
We are
Yes.
a free city after
About the. What did you say about the garnet?
Excised.
excised.
We're kids.
2 fists.
Okay.
I don't know, Click doesn't have
Because
very
it's
big hands.
pigeon size. Pigeon eggs are.
They're, yeah, they're small.
It looks way bigger to Click than it is in real life.
Yeah, it is. You know,
And the royal court.
it's still large.
mayor.
Yes.
Still lunch.
Listen,
Canon.
if Click doesn't embellish, if Click doesn't embellish, then what is he?
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
Anyways, to the mayor of Altamira and the royal court, stating that a man named Klaus von Poppen, the second letter in attempts to dissuade the court of being a part of him. He's a member of the court, if I believe. That he is involved in treacherous acts of slavery, tax evasion, and human trafficking, amongst others.
This is how you should roll your dice from now on.
And
Pigeon size.
in give me that. Caught up with their eyes wide, glowing at the sight of this garnet and money, the party now concerned about what do they need to do, what are their next steps, who can they trust, where can they spend this money. That is where we left off last time.
Nicely done. All right.
I told you we did a lot.
Yeah,
we did a lot.
A lot.
It was a lot.
We're very productive children.
All right, quickly introduce your characters, and we'll jump right into the game. Let's start tonight
drink
with.
water.
Yeah, I was like,
Let's see here. Start with you, Mila.
Oh my goodness. hello. First of all, I'm Rachel, but I play Mila, and Mila is a very special little girl. She is very small. She wears a lilac sweater similar to this, with a little gold and white gem hanging on a leather strap. She has very big brown eyes, some missing teeth, but boy does she smile real wide. Her hair is normal now. It's not a rat's nest. Woohoo! That's
Thanks to the
improvement.
Bone jaw.
And she is just new to Altamira, has met these wonderful people that she calls her friends, her first friends. She now has a book. She has her friend Rat, or her friend Finley, who is a rat.
This is Rat. He's a mouse. And she's just excited to get to exploring everything, and also a bit nervous right now because we have a lot of money. And kids aren't supposed to have this much money.
Way more money than you should have, yes.
More money than we
all
should
kids
have.
should have 30 platinum. 300? I can't remember.
All right, so
30 platinum,
30
300.
plat,
Yeah.
300 gold.
300 platinum. It's fine.
all right, let's go to Click.
Knock, knock, varlets. Click here. Click. That's it. No, that's my intro. You know everything you need to know about me. That's me. Click is the roguish character of the group. The questionable sort who caramel-colored skin, long ears, dark hair that he keeps half-dyed purple, at least recently. The party learned how he dyed it, and maybe it smells really bad. Probably does. He wears a nice purple silken bandana over his face that he normally likes to wear to hide his face, but recently knew that he needed to not wear it because it might make him stand out a little bit, at least according to what the party told him, but he doesn't believe that. Why would it make him stand out? It's covering his face. He wears these wooden rings that he has rolled in silver and gold dust to attempt to look richer than he is. He is as fake and real as one human can possibly get, elf can possibly get, and that is Click.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Very good. Oh, Shane. By the way, I was going to say, Shane, just let us know who you want those bits to go to. You can give a +1 to any of the players.
Duke it is. Duke it is.
So Shane loves games. You see me interacting with him in the chat. Shane was one of our original followers 2.5 years ago. I haven't seen Shane in forever. I saw your Instagram this week, and I was going to direct message you, Shane. To see you in the chat today is providential. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry it's been a tough year for you, but we're glad to see you back. And Shane is OG, everybody. He's been with us for a long, long time. All right,
When
Dahlia.
Cade was a baby.
Yeah, so it was Shane O'Mac was his username
yeah,
before.
Shane
Shane O'Mac. Now it's Shane Loves Games. Same guy, same awesome dude. Thank you, we remember all the folks that have helped us get this going. Go ahead, Dahlia.
Hey, I'm Cameron. I play Dahlia. Just a sweet, tall, lanky, redheaded gal, a lot of freckles, kind of slightly less pointed ears than Click, denoting maybe a half-elf heritage. But yeah, she's just visiting the free city of Altamira here on business. Very busy
Of course.
Oh, the idea. I'm an 11-year-old. I'm here on business.
You're on business.
I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm selling wares. My mom makes potions. She's really cool and really great. And
Potions.
she's busy right now,
Mom.
so I'm off on business, and I'm just taking care of some stuff. So yeah, making friends, selling wares.
I love that literally everything Dahlia says, we put big quotes.
I know.
They're being rude. They're being really hateful to me.
Hey,
my mom is cool and good. And I want to stand for it.
Define
Cool
good.
Yeah,
and
cool
good.
and good. Yes.
I can't win. Y'all want to fight?
I can't win.
Meet me in the back.
Maybe
Shane,
catch me outside.
You guys might not want to fight her.
All right, hey, welcome
She's
everybody.
straight up
Listen,
shanked deep.
I'm on 1 hit point right now. I don't want to fight
Please
anyone.
don't get shanked by Dahlia.
Yeah, she will shank you. Yeah. Hey, we got a hype train going here. Thank you so much, everybody. Shane, thank you.
Oh
Another
my
5.
goodness.
We're working on a level 2 hype train, and let's go. Last but not least, tell us about Duke.
Duke. Am I 11 or 12?
You're 11.
11, okay.
Are we
There we go. I'm an
11 and or 12.
11-year-old.
Yeah.
Older than he thinks, 11-year-old. I was born into wealth, but my family has been tragically killed. So now I have to go into hiding, and I cut my hair as short as I could, and I'm all dirty with soot, and I'm a mess. I'm all alone.
You're not dirty anymore because you're wearing nice new clothes. Well, I don't.
I
know if
haven't
you've
changed
changed
not-
yet. No, I haven't
Nice.
changed yet. I'm all filthy, and I'm eating horrible soup.
What? No,
And-
you're eating a glorious pie.
Well, it was.
You've
I
had
ate
to
that.
eat
That
horrible
sticks
soup.
in my mind.
You did have to eat.
But I
horrible
have my own.
And in your stomach, probably.
I have my own spices I carry with me just for those occasions.
You have your own
He has a special
Is this just a new claim you've made? I haven't
No,
seen
remember
these
I
spices.
sprinkled pepper into it.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
Yeah, she
No,
did.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
But this is actually art imitating life. She carries red pepper in her purse.
you really?
Just in case a pizza should ever appear.
Like crushed red pepper.
Yeah. So
My-
she
my stepdad
always
used to do the same thing.
always has crushed red pepper in her purse.
My question:
Yes.
Is it in like a little glass jar, or is it like a packet, or?
No, it's in a little plastic container that I.
You should carry around a whole thing of Old Bay with you everywhere you go.
It's very powerful.
Thank you,
Good.
Robert. 800.
I had to
Okay,
add my-
another +1 for every member
Oh
of
my
the party,
goodness.
which could come in handy here in moments.
Hey, why do you-
And
why
that
do you say
complete. We
that?
got a
Why do you
level
say
2
that?
hype train going here. Thank you so much. And with that, we begin tonight, session 3 of Tears of Aihrde. And you're all sleeping beneath pages for pence.
Pence for pages.
Pence for pages.
Did Click set up the sound trap before we went to bed?
Yeah. If we're asleep, Click is laying on the stairs
he's
with his
on the
face
stairs.
looking up into the
Somebody's-
great.
You're gonna get
Just gonna-
pelted by these pebbles as they
or
lift.
rain.
Yeah.
As you rest, each of you pillowing your head on sacks and whatever else you can find to rest. Mila and Dahlia sit beside the table, the wafting scent of cheese and bread still atop it.
And
the
hot.
stone gets cold, but you know it's as I said earlier, it's still kind of early fall, so it's not too bad. You, Click, have your head on the stairs, kind of gazing up toward the moons and the stars above as each of you sleep. I'm going to call on Dahlia. Tell me what you're dreaming about.
I think Dahlia is having a reoccurring dream that she has from time to time. It used to frighten her a lot, and it doesn't as much anymore. But she's out in the woods, not too far from her tree house of a home, kind of foraging, looking for any sorts of berries, mushrooms, any various and sundry wildlife that has been pointed out to her as safe or unsafe, and she takes the unsafe ones and she pockets them because they're important, and then she takes the safe ones and put them in a different pocket. But she does this for a while, and she comes across a snare that she had set up to like catch rabbits and whatever other various chipmunks or squirrels or whatever local wildlife deign to stray too close to the edges of the Twilight Wood. But she ends up finding sort of like a wounded wild dog, be it like coyote or wolf. And the dream kind of heightens as she like reaches to release it, and it bites back. And she used to always wake up when it would bite, and now she doesn't anymore. Now she just remembers cutting the snare and getting hurt and running home. And she remembers kind of that pain as she's running back home.
Wow. And go ahead and give Dahlia the microphone and she will run with it. Nicely done. Had no idea I was going to ask her about a dream, and you killed that. Well done.
I think about these things.
Click. It's somewhere around the midnight hour, and you're awakened by voices. You hear, at first, they're in your dream. You sort of pull the voices you hear into your dream, and there's some reference to coin and for a moment, you're surrounded by coins in your dream, and then you wake up and you realize there are two people up above, and you can hear their voices. Oh, someone's tried to change it. Look, ha! Silly, terrible effort. Oh, probably Marcus then, isn't it? And then you hear a woman's voice. Ah, yes. Trying to throw us off. It won't work, will it? The window. He always leaves the second-story window.
Does the conversation sort of take a lull there?
You hear footsteps. It seems to move away from the grate. You're trying to judge. You can't see, but based on what you're hearing, probably moving toward the corner where the beggar sat the day before.
And the symbol was kinda
not deeper.
near. Click will, at where the gravel is and the sling, grab around it to keep it tight, and then undo the knot at the top, pull it down, and set it on the ground. And we'll just slowly lift the grate a bit to peek and see if he can see which direction they're moving.
Yeah, so I have referenced this grate as being
okay, if I know that it's noisy,
before.
then I won't do that.
Well, I mean, I'm not telling you can or can't. You might even think about means to...
I mean, I'll press up against it and try and, look around, but I don't know if the angle is good enough for me to get any eyes on that.
All right, so...
Are we up against the outside wall of the Pence for Pages? So then I
Yes,
should be able to get a pretty good view of at least that wall, right?
Yes.
Because if they're going up on a second floor, then I might be able to see there.
So, Click stands, and you've not woken anyone else yet.
Not yet.
And you move up the stairs. As you come up the stairs, go ahead and roll d20 and add your perception bonus to it.
Ooh.
Perception is wisdom, right? Something we lack as children.
Oh no. What do you mean?
That's right. Wisdom is lower as children.
8.
8? You subtract 4?
We get 40% of our adult wisdom modifier. It's bad. It's not good.
Sounds bad.
So an 8 total. I rolled a 12.
Which, honestly, though, doesn't make a lot of sense.
Your
because-
ability to see.
Yeah,
Okay.
because even though it's
Wisdom for,
modified
a
by
will
wisdom,
save.
we need to change that. So
Okay.
here, don't...
we had
Not for
y-
perception.
Yeah, not for perception. That makes no sense.
So then a
wi-
12.
Yeah, the wisdom reduction makes sense in wisdom-related things, but not in seeing and hearing, and yeah. So, okay, yeah. You actually, you kind of peek through the grate, just enough light from the twin moons shining down through the alley, and you see two figures outlined, shadowy, just the faint light gleaming off of their forms, and one taller, clearly a man, but you'd place it as a teenage voice, and then a young woman standing with him, and they're both looking up.
They mentioned Marcus. They haven't said either of their names. Marcus being the owner. What are they? Can I see what they're wearing? Is it obviously dark clothing,
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
trying to blend in?
it's again, you're just looking at sort of the silhouettes in the moonlight, but
Click is looking at heroes right now. For him.
Yes,
These
yes.
are people who he wants to be. So he's caught up in the moment.
Oh my gosh.
But then realizes, oh, we don't want them to actually rob this place.
You're the only one awake.
Yes, but Click really wants to be in the Thieves Guild. And so Click has this moment where he gets to decide who he's gonna be, which Dahlia kind of had last time, if I remember correctly, or something. You mentioned something about that, but Click looks, and then just leans down and just. And then he looks around the room beneath and sees Dahlia and Mila, who are both sound asleep near the table, and just goes down, kicks Dahlia's boot, kicks Mila's boot.
smooth.
I will reach for my knife and just take a look around.
If
just
you
to
reach
make
for your
sure.
knife, I give you a big thumbs up.
I will fully grip my knife.
And I grab both of your collars and pull you in real close, and I say, "Someone's robbing the Pence pence for pages. Right now.
We have to stop them. We have to do something. We can make.
How are you planning on doing that?
Well, if we wake people up and people start to take notice, then they'll flee. They won't stick around if they're gonna get caught.
That's a good idea. Do you want me to wake up?
If we throw
Duke?
some things down the alleyway.
I mean, obviously, yes. Wake up, Duke. I'll go wake up Duke. I'm gonna just very gently just. Hey, Duke, wake up, Duke. What? Pence for pages is getting robbed. We have to stop it. We have to stop it.
Smooth. Honestly,
I understand that, but this is very important.
what are we gonna do?
We're gonna make some noise, try to get people's attention so that they'll run away.
Well, I don't want anybody coming down here.
But we're not gonna do it down here.
We would never.
Then how are you gonna do it?
Up there.
How?
Get out
I'm
of
not
here
going to
first.
somehow. Oh my gosh.
There's not another exit to this place. This is the only exit.
Yes,
entrance.
correct.
And I've definitely looked.
Yes, yeah, you guys have started. There is
I
one
feel
great.
like there is a place into the pence for pages in here, and we have missed it.
That was pretty neat.
That was really cool. Yeah.
We could bust through the floor, but
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's stone above us, right? So we have to work quite hard. No, we go out into the alleyway. We wake up
They're gonna
maybe
see
Gretchen,
us.
some other people.
They're gonna see us.
Click puts his mask on. They won't see me.
My feature.
I think Dahlia kind of starts
You're
like
not invisible.
grabbing pieces of like
don't know that.
glass from like her backpack, be it like little like
What do we do in
trinkets,
glass?
and just like puts them into your hand, and it's just like you could go break them in the alley or nearby, and I think it might cause enough of a distraction.
From what
That's
I
a good
understand,
idea.
From what I understand, there's only 2 of them. One of them seemed a bit older and was maybe the one who was introducing the other one to the guild. One of them was obviously younger.
I thought the people in the guild were supposed to rob.
And take a look myself.
Okay.
Thieves
I'm not
Guild.
opening anything once again, doing what
I'm
you did
so
and kind of like pressing my
confused.
face up to try
Do you
and
think
look
there's
out.
any other people?
All right.
Watching.
I hope not.
Mila, as you walk up, you kind of move past Click, and you quietly
Just
head
throw
up the
the
stairs.
glass.
Go ahead and make your roll.
Oh, that's not great.
It's all
I
right.
think it's just a +1 because my wisdom's a 13.
Yes.
So what's your total?
So 7.
7.
Not great, not great.
Well,
That is a
okay.
7, right?
So as you.
Oh wait, 10?
Yeah, that's a 9.
That's a 9. I'm really good at this.
Numbers
so
are
that's
hard.
a 10. Sorry.
Okay. As you head up, you kind of push past Click, and you actually see those 2 figures. The man has his hands like this, and the young lady is putting her foot in. And he's boosting her up to the
Are
second.
they right in front of the grate?
They're at the corner, so they're like 10 feet away.
We just bounce out and knock them over.
What? This is the stupidest idea ever. No.
Glass.
Break the glass. Break the glass.
I'm going to. There's slips between it, right?
Yes.
So without opening the grate, could I kind of put my hand up and toss a shard of the glass in their direction? I don't want to hit them. I want to.
You're gonna try to like throw it through the grate in their
What about
direction.
away from them?
Sure. You can try that.
What about away from them?
away from them.
It's probably a smarter idea.
Okay. Oh wait. I switch it to my other hand and do it the other direction,
Okay, so away from them.
away from them, down the alleyway.
So like you.
All right. You toss your glass. It tinkles.
Wasn't enough.
Hi, what was that? You,
I'm gonna immediately duck under.
you hear thump, and feet hit the ground. Go check it out. And you hear footsteps going across the top of the grate.
Lower back even
Gonna
further.
throw up.
We don't have any light down here.
No. They walk past. I don't see anything. Must just be a cat. All right, back at it. And you hear the footsteps go past you again.
Do we do it again?
We can't. We can't give away our location.
You have a lamp, right?
Yeah.
Can I have some oil?
Yes, of course. I'll grab my lamp off the table.
No, what are you doing? Okay, now I know why my mother wanted me to have a good education, because apparently it helps if If you light it, they're going to see.
I'm not going to light the
What are you going to do with it?
Give me the oil.
What are you doing? What are you? Stop.
I take some of the oil,
Oh my gosh.
and I'm going to dip my thumb into it and rub it on the hinges
A real Tin Man type
Okay.
scenario.
very, very slowly, and I'm waiting for him to pass by.
Okay.
And once they get distracted again, doing whatever they're trying to do to get up the side of the house, do their second story work,
Slowly. I want to lift the grate up.
Okay.
I hate this so much.
I'm gonna
I hate
throw
this so
up.
much.
No,
Throw up.
we don't have enough hit points for this.
I'm gonna have
I
you
do have one.
have you roll. Let's do.
Do I see a bucket? Do
We
I
haven't
see?
had
Is
a
there
long
like
rest.
There's
a
like barrels and stuff.
barrel?
There's barrels. There's broken barrels.
I'm gonna go hide in the barrel.
Oh my god.
And I can confirm. Remember the thing we had last time where we got too loud and it would. It's fixed. It's
Love
fixed.
that.
It's fixed. It's fixed. You guys can be as loud as you want.
Viewers' ears will try and
Yeah.
that
No.
would
No.
be
No.
helpful
No.
for
No.
Kane.
Even that. My system will.
Gated?
It'll attenuate you if you get too loud.
That's
The
incredible.
main thing is that the PC is not doing that nasty thing anymore. Huzzah! Roll d20, please.
Poor K. Stealth?
Yeah, we're gonna do a stealth roll here. See how well.
Help him?
Should I use?
Since I'm there next to him, I don't
No,
know
you
how
can't
help
help
works
him.
in-
I am gonna hide in the
You
You
barrel.
can't give me an advantage.
Okay, all right. You see Duke covers himself in the barrel.
You're like an old timey cartoon character. Wearing like a barrel like clothes.
Suspenders. And
That's my imagery.
I'm going to use 5 of my +1s to give myself advantage.
Ooh, very nice. Thank you, Mad Chatters.
Thank you.
Your gift is being used.
Please.
17.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Okay.
His dice are better than mine.
They're not that good. I have a
12.
good modifier.
Oh.
Yeah.
There is, as you first push on the grate, the slightest, and then it's smooth and quiet.
Once the oil works its way into the
Smooth.
hinges.
And the two of them actually do notice. They hear. Head pivots over. What was that?
Yeah, I mean, I just stop.
And I'm just shaking my head.
It's just that stupid cat again. Don't mind it. Pay attention to what you're doing. You're gonna drop me, fool.
Does she sound young? Or she sound, you said she sound-
They sound like teenagers.
they're both young.
Yeah.
These dang teens.
Yeah. They're not your age. They're not adults. They're
If we've
teens.
proven anything, we can take on teens.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
them.
If our dice work well.
That-
Also, might be more of them.
The grate
There's not.
opens up, and the oil that you put on it does, in fact, make it quiet. Nicely done, by the way.
Thank you, thank
That
you.
was very smart.
I hand you back the bit of oil and I say, we have to stop them. We have to let Marcus know. He's being robbed.
Can you get to the street and make a ruckus?
The alleyway goes both ways around the shop, right?
Yes,
Wait, I'm still hiding, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
it does.
I can't have
No,
to say.
it does. So the way you normally come leads to the main street. If you continue through the alley, it leads into another alley and other buildings.
You both went inside. Do you know where Marcus sleeps?
There were 2 doors, I believe, but both of them were up top. There weren't any doors
He
on the
doesn't
bottom
sleep on the
floor.
first floor.
Not on the first floor. From what I saw, right? There wasn't a door on the first floor that
Are
led
they
to
still?
anywhere else.
Are
They're
they
both
still
on the
in
top
here?
floor.
Are they
The
still
doors
down
that we
here?
saw.
Yes,
Yeah,
for
we're
now
all
we
still
are.
down.
Yes, I'm sorry. Ask that question again.
So when we were in the building, there were 2 doors on the top, but there weren't any other doors on the bottom that we saw.
Correct.
each other.
Yes, that's
Break
correct.
a window.
That's my idea, but I want to break his window where he sleeps so he wakes up.
I mean, I'm sure he's gonna wake up if window
Break
breaks.
one of the first ones. Break one on the
Yeah,
first one.
just break a window. All right.
I'm telling you, I heard a voice that time. Thunk. You can see he drops the girl, and they both start walking down the alleyway.
How
You left
far
the stage whisper so loud.
open is the gate right now?
The great. He's got to it's about 45 degrees, so he could slip out or he can close.
That loud.
I'm gonna go off the.
Anyways,
It was a roll. I made a roll.
are there
They
other
heard you
things
guys.
in the alleyway that I could potentially obfuscate myself behind between their vision and mine? so that I could sneak out and them not see me doing it.
Not from this angle.
So literally, it's just a wide open alley.
Yeah, well, no, there are barrels and things that are further down, but between here and the main road, you've seen this before. It's open to the road.
If I dropped the grate, which I'm currently holding up, would they visually notice that? Pretty obvious.
I mean, it's dark. There's shadows. Whether they would visually notice it is questionable. Dropping is
gonna
a
drop.
strong. You use the word drop. I don't think you meant drop.
Yeah.
So you're going to slowly pull the grate down. Make a stealth check. You go to pull the grate down.
I use my last
I
plus
can't
one.
I'm hiding in a
My
barrel.
plus ones to someone? Is that a thing that we can do?
No.
Oh, is it just for
No,
yourself?
You can't.
8.
8.
8. That's terrible.
Not a natural 1.
It was a natural 2, though. It was not a natural 1, which is very,
As
very
you
good.
pull it back down. Did you see that?
No.
There! The grate, it moved! And you hear the footsteps coming quickly now.
I just look at you and I say, places.
I go to where the,
Oh,
like
I'm
how
hiding.
he surprised
I
us
am hiding.
in that there
Yeah.
was...
You're doing, what are you doing?
Do you know how he surprised Dahlia and I when we came down?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that location. with
Okay.
my
I'm going to go to the opposite side. So, well, no, we weren't there.
Yeah, so
At
here are the
base
stairs.
of the stairs,
Right?
there's a wall there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so you're going to hide kind of there beside.
Yes, and she's going to be on the
Okay.
opposite side. So we're going to be
He
on
can
both
be
sides
there
of it.
because I'm smaller. I'm sure. I
Okay,
can
so you
manage to
kind of
squeeze myself.
slip in there on the
And I
opposite
have a
side.
knife. I'm holding a knife.
You're in a barrel.
I know, but I have a dagger in my hand.
Yeah, you're
Dolly's
you're
fully
in
in a
this
barrel.
You're in this barrel.
Yes.
All right, here. Let me
I am
pull this
in a
up here.
barrel.
You're in this barrel right here. And then Dahlia, what are you doing?
I'm holding a rather sizable, very clearly has been used before hunting knife. has like chunks of fur still on it. And like I just kind of pull it out and I'm just like that shard of glass that I had earlier.
Yes.
When their feet hit the pavement, how heavy did that sound to me? Did it sound like they were wearing heavy shoes or not so heavy shoes?
No, it sounded like a medium-sized person wearing soft leather shoes.
Great. I put the like shards like of mirror that I had, just lay them on the stairs. Top stairs.
Home Alone?
You are
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good.
Sorry for the anachronism.
90% of my schemes, all Kevin McAllister. I'm so sorry.
All right, so as the two of you are on either side of the stairs, you see Dahlia. She looks. It's disturbing. There are
ready.
there are chunks of hair on this dagger that she holds as she kind of tucks it. There is like it is a very mature and very purposeful look on her face, and yes, too ready. She takes the glass and she kind of and starts laying it on the stairs.
Once I notice that she's doing that not hiding, and if there's literally any noise up there, I grab Dahlia around the mouth and pull her in right up against me.
I'll go with it. And I've still got this
dagger.
They both just have knives. They're like,
We've all got knives.
The hairy dagger, yes. All right, so Mila, you're here. I'll put you
Yes.
outside. All right, so I think there's someone down there. No, it can't be. Try it. Pull it up. And you see a hand, and again the grate, but again no noise. Opens smoothly with the oil that you've placed on it, and you see a pimply face outlined by a moon looking down in.
can I?
I smell cheese.
I'm gonna put Finley down in front of me, and I'm just gonna go. Trying to get him to go away
Okay,
from me.
roll-
Do the same thing
All
that he
right,
did before.
make an animal handling check, please.
Use those pluses.
Oh
You
god,
better.
is that a wisdom or is that what would that be?
I don't know what
I
that's
think it's
modified. It's charisma,
Animal handling
probably.
Is,
Oh, is
I
it
believe-
charisma?
No, I believe it is wisdom.
Is it wisdom? Yeah. So again, say.
Druid type stuff.
Yeah, I'll let that go either way.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
has no animal, it's charisma.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Good.
Well, go for it.
Okay,
I thought so.
What are you good at?
I'm thinking of other additions.
Roll for Finley.
I think it is in.
I will get a +2 on this.
Okay.
I will give myself a +2 on this.
I am gonna throw up. I hate this.
Okay, that's
Wait till she gets the higher level.
9
I
plus 2, so that's 11 plus my charisma, which is a 19, so that's
Plus
4.
4, yes.
So a 14?
Yes. No, 15.
15. 15! 15! Oh my gosh.
All right. So
on, Finley.
for all of our new Tears of Aihrde viewers,
Somebody hurts this rat.
if you
I am going to cry. I will cry.
if you don't know, so they're all young 11, 12-year-old PCs at this point. That will not be forever. Well, obviously, duh. But I mean, in the campaign, there will be a move forward at some point. But they are young, and each of them has modifications to their stats. So strength obviously is lower when you're young. Intelligence, they've got their full intelligence. You can be a brilliant 11-year-old. Wisdom is lower. Dexterity is not modified. Right? You can be very dexterous. Constitution is modified. Charisma is not. So half of their stats are downstatted because they're young. The other half, charisma, intelligence, and dexterity, are normal in their rolls. 15.
Yes, 15. I need.
You see, almost as though he understands exactly what you're asking, Finn scurries up, cuts himself on Dahlia's glass, bleeds. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
My entire life.
I was about to watch Rachel walk out of the room.
I was about to just full on cry.
Quietly take off the mic. Anyway, it's been great. Goodbye.
You know what, guys? See you later.
Tight. Nice meeting you.
He very, very smart. He kind of moves around the glass. He gets to the top, and oh, it's a rat! You hear the grate clank down, and a little rat scared you, did it?
I like her.
Shut up, Alice.
Alice.
Well, shall we get about the business then? Or are you going to be scared by rats and cats and little pigeons? Quiet. And they walk away.
I really thought it was funny. Rats and cats and little pigeons. I am immediately going to scoop Finley up and go, you are so good.
He comes back down the stairs. His little whiskers twitch,
I
and
go
you
get
see
him
like
some cheese.
You
I
see
go
like
get him some cheese right now.
He takes the cheese and he's proud of himself. Like
Oh,
he
yes.
knows, like he sensed it. And when a human ran from him, yeah, he's swag. He's very, very happy.
Level up.
Yeah, he level-
I give him immediately a nice little chunk of cheese as like a treat. Positive reinforcement.
Click whispers in Dahlia's ear. Smart idea. I don't think we can do this. I'm freaking out.
I am also pretty scared.
What if we just let him get robbed?
If we let him get robbed, I'm gonna have to give him all my money.
Oh, you've been eating too much of that brown. It's heavy. Oh, you're just weak.
Rude! I don't like this guy anymore.
I'm gonna put Finley down and I'm gonna use my knife to try and gently like scooch the glass over, just so that
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then-
I give you the bone comb to like skin. Like,
I like very hesitantly take the bone comb, but yeah,
why is everyone so weird about the bone comb?
I'll give it back. And I'm gonna. We have to do this.
Duke's in a barrel. All right, I'm not looking at Duke anymore.
Is Duke still in the barrel?
Duke, the coward.
Them's fighting words.
I'm
Those
fighting
are
words
fighting
you're
words.
saying.
He's doing an important job of holding 30 platinum and a large garment.
Yeah, that's
Mila-
very
and
important.
my family locket.
Mila looks at Click with that knowing look of like, we have to do this, and Click just,
Big doe eyes,
yeah.
like.
But if I see an opportunity to get in with them, I'm doing it.
You won't like them better than you do like us. will you?
Yeah, but maybe no, I would never.
You said yeah, but maybe.
Don't worry about it. Stop.
Okay.
All right. Click goes up first. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds perfect.
Nice and quiet. Carefully avoiding the glass.
Like that.
I fall down a flight of stairs, but it's beautiful.
You step around the glass. It's been neatly combed, and you open the grate. Your head peeks out, and you can see now the girl. She's got her hands on the banister, and she's being boosted up, going up over the edge.
I am going to
Holds the gate
yes,
open?
and then I'm going to sneak out like a little rat.
Okay. All right.
like a sweet little rat.
I
Sweet little
am
rat boy.
so nervous.
rat boy.
I'm sweating, you guys. I should have worn a sweater.
I know.
Ah,
A turtleneck was never a good decision, but here we are.
alas.
So that's the two of them.
All I
Oh.
Yes, and so
Oh, they look so
let's
cool.
let's have
Cool
her.
teens.
They look cool.
They look cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
Tailspire's right.
Everything's cool. This is really neat.
All right, so you see he's standing underneath, and Alice is being boosted up. Click. You're here in the shadows. You come up. Roll stealth again, please.
Stop. Calm down. There's some air left in the room. 11. That's not what I
Oh,
rolled.
I thought that's what you rolled. That's
No.
why I went, oh.
Oh.
I thought you rolled a nat 20. Leave me
No,
alone.
I rolled an 11.
I got really excited.
Yeah. You
Okay.
shouldn't have.
I'm sorry.
Also, there is no air left in the room. There's none. We don't have any.
And the thing about my 11 is I think at this point, Click is just moving. He is getting to the other end of the building. If they see him or not, at this point they're convinced it's a cat or a rat. And he's playing into that, knowing if I make another sound too loud. No, the other way. I'm going to the opposite.
Oh, you're going the opposite
I want to go
direction.
around the building opposite of them.
Okay, all right. You move quietly, padding down, and yes, your roll was fine. You head down, you pass through some other buildings, you come to the corner and disappear around the edge. What are the rest of you doing?
Hiding.
You're still in the barrel?
If Mila's holding up the
I'm gonna go to the
grate.
I'm gonna go make sure that he's okay.
I think Dahlia is thinking about what she had thought about the previous night, which is how can I keep as many people safe at once at this moment? And she looks at you.
I'm gonna grab your
for-
hand
yeah,
and squeeze
I'll,
it.
I'll grab it right back.
We can do this. It'll be okay. Yes.
Okay. And I'll stop them if they start moving towards you.
Okay.
And Dahlia will kind of put her hand up right next to Mila's to hold it in place.
And I will, I don't think Mila's not she's very small, but she's not a very stealthy person. And I think that he's doing the sneaky thing of trying to get them to stop, and she's just gonna try to distract as much as she can.
It's good that I have a plan that you're going to fully ruin.
Yes, absolutely.
This is what happens when you don't talk in the
Absolutely.
basement beforehand.
I did.
And
no, you
so
did good. I'm proud of you.
she is going to try and quietly get out of the grate, but as soon as she's standing, she's just gonna start running past and kind of bump into them, be like, "Oh, sorry," and then just kind of keep going.
Oh, as if you were coming down the alleyway
Yes.
anyways.
Oh. Okay.
Hey.
And you stayed down below, or you were with her?
I am holding the grate, kind of so where my
Just on an
little
afternoon
fingies aren't
call?
visible, but
Yeah,
I'm
you know how it is.
basically poised almost like a runner's start, 3-point, fingers down, knives within one, ready to run out of there at a moment's notice.
Mila slips out. Mila, as you move forward, you see he's a little under
Holding
6
another
feet. He's a
person.
good sized teenage kid, as I said.
And she's keeping her
big-
head down as much
And
as she can.
he's wearing dark leather clothes, soft boots, and you bump into him.
I'm just kind of running by, "Oh, sorry," and then just gonna kind of.
Whoa, you! Initiative.
Holding someone, isn't he?
No, but the best
No,
part
she's
about
already
the
up. She's already. So I said she's already. No,
she's
Alice is
already
already up on the
I was
second.
hoping that he
Did
would
you guys
say
not hear me
so.
say that?
No, I
Oh,
know.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said that earlier. I
Oh.
said so. She's already up on the
Sure you
second
wanna
level.
do this.
No, I
He's
thought
looking.
that I was gonna bump into him and they'd be like, "Oh God."
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you take that back
Okay.
then. So you come up, you see he has
So
already.
he's already successfully.
Yeah, she's up on the
Okay,
second level
then-
banister.
Yeah, never mind. I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to follow.
You stop like 3 feet away.
I'll try to go the way that Click went.
All right, roll stealth, please.
You're fine.
I got this. I got this. I'll use my +3 on this.
Yeah, you should.
I'll use a
Do
plus
it.
3 to this to make sure that this is fine.
Viewers, if you would like to assist us.
That is
Oh,
gonna
Bad.
be.
It's not bad.
I thought it was a 1.
And-
I was like,
Yeah,
oh no.
I did too.
11 because I have
11.
That's-
all right, and then
11.
I'm gonna roll. Let me see
Plus
here.
0.
So
I
it's
have
+0, so that's
10 and
just a
11.
10,
a 10,
you
a
roll?
total of 10.
a 7,
I'm
Plus
gonna
3.
roll.
So yeah.
+3.
I mean, to
so-
be fair, I rolled an 11 on my stealth, but I think he's rolling contested perception.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Watching.
As you
Shucks.
pad quietly. You there! I knew it wasn't just a rat, Alice, I told you! You hear heavy footsteps. Thump, 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 thump.
Sprinting.
John, as he is getting closer to the grate,
Uh-huh.
the second he's past me,
Okay,
Fast.
just barely past me,
okay,
I'm going to get right behind him.
okay.
I'm going to pop out and just like, just be right behind him, knife poised.
Okay, as
Like he's running. I
Yes.
assume he's not stopping, but I'm gonna kind of like quietly close the gate
as
behind him.
Mila darts down the alleyway, you come up right behind. You see this. He's running after her, and you pop up right behind him.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I look at him, just knife poised, and like, I think the face that he would see is a face that maybe the rest of them have only seen like once thus far. The very relaxed, kind of like calming glance is gone. It's a very sharp glare that is poised at him, and it's just like, the jig's up, you better go.
All right, so
And if I hear, do I see this happening? Because I hear him, and so I'm like, oh shit.
yeah, you turn. Yeah, you're just running.
Okay.
You said you let him go past. So how do you get him to look at you? Because he's past you as you come up.
Can I just like grab him as firmly,
Sure.
but like almost the way that like a middle school bully would like grab your backpack, like, got you. Like it's very that, but it's like trying to turn more towards her.
All right. Yeah, so you yank. He turns around, and actually, as he does this, he's going to come up swinging. So you see a hand come towards you. Let's roll initiative. It's like an
everything.
instinct
I'm so
reaction.
sorry.
So
I've
Who's
ruined
rolling
everything.
initiative?
I think you
Oh
are.
wait,
It's
am
a
I?
D6.
It's a D6. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting how everything works. Please be good. 4.
4. All right. So you have it. You see he's turning around. His hand's coming back like, instinctively, getting ready to punch. What do you do?
I think I like with that hand that I just like reached to grab him back. I like pull and then just like
Knock him.
swing, knock him. But I'm like poised with the knife, like of like, hey, you better watch it. Like
So you're punching with your offhand, holding the.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Roll to hit.
okay.
This can only go
bleh.
great.
I'm
Can
going
only
to
go super great, you guys.
Strength
I
modifier.
definitely didn't
Yeah.
mess this up. I should have just let you go. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna use my +5 to get advantage.
All right.
Fog of War. Let's
17
go.
on the dice.
That is a hit. Roll D4 and cut in half.
D4.
3.
D4
oh.
cut.
Oh, sorry. I got a D6. I got excited. 2.
So
Damage is still hefty. I mean, they're teenagers, so I don't know how much HP they got, but at least not
You-
Mm-hmm.
as much.
You flip, bam! You catch him right in the jaw. His head snaps back, but he is still alert, and his punch comes toward you.
Does Mila get to do anything?
We'll get to Mila. Well, no, Mila. So.
If I hear a scuffle,
She's heading.
Yeah, so you're running, but yeah, you're going to hear this. You hear a
Okay.
smack, and you can turn.
Yeah.
You do take a punch,
That's what
Dahlia?
I always do.
And throw up on him.
I got it this time, you guys. I won't mess it up.
All right, now this is non-lethal damage, right? So, but you take 1 hit point. Boom! He connects in the side of the head. It's really not much power behind it. He is just reacting. He's being yanked from behind. He turns, boom, smacks you right in the side of the head. And you see this. What do you do?
I'm running straight up and hopping on the back again. Arms around the neck, and I'm just like, stop hitting her!
This is such a good move.
All right, so
Also,
you.
can I look after I finish punching towards like the window to see like what Alice is
She's just
doing?
hanging.
Because I'm not negating the fact that there's somebody behind me. She's just feet kicking.
Alice is actually already in the building, so she didn't even see what's happening here.
Okay.
She's gone inside the building. You are about halfway around.
But I definitely heard.
You hear a smack.
shout.
Yeah, so you hear it.
Okay, I want to grab my sling, scoop up a rock, and the closest window, doesn't matter which window, on the top floor, I am going to break with my rock.
We gotta keep it smooth for a little bit after this. We're doing too much.
Roll to hit.
All right, and I'm going to shout as I do it. Well, let's see how good I do. I do good.
that's good.
Oh, nice.
Because with my ranged weapon, that's a 18.
Nice.
I shout, Marcus, you're being wrong!
Incredible.
Okay, as this happens and you hear the scream, there is a 4-letter word that I will not utter on stream that comes out of this young man's mouth, and all of a sudden Mila grips the back of his neck and he's trying to scrabble away from you and run. Mila, what are you doing?
I'm just holding his hand. Leave her alone! And I'm just.
Can I shout something else?
Yeah.
Alice, you better get out of there! I'm trying to scare her out, because I know her name now.
You see the front. You hear the sound of footsteps going inside. You hear Marcus. What's going on out there? Whoa, what? No, not again. And then you hear footsteps running down the stairs. The tinkle of the glass. Are you still in the barrel?
I'm in a barrel.
Duke is doing a very important job.
Look, if that
Honestly, he
30
really
flat is found, we're screwed.
All right, so you hear the front door slams open. Alice goes running out. In the meantime, Mila, you have your arms around this guy's neck.
And I'm
He's
just
trying to flee.
holding.
Okay.
Are you just holding on to him? He starts to run.
Trying to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, if
I'll,
he
like,
leaves
pull-
her, yeah.
I'll just like.
I'll just. I'll
I
let her
never
do that.
noticed that. Is that real?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I cosplayed as Ellie yesterday for a Halloween party.
Okay,
And,
all right.
The Last of Us 2.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. I had a great time. But no, this is not real. However, I am genuinely thinking about it. It looks really cool. It looks really neat. I'm digging it.
Chat.
All right, put the poll up, Amanda. Should it be a real tat? Okay.
Do it right here on screen.
Yeah, right on stream. All right, so he starts to turn to run. What do you hold on to him? Do you release him?
Yeah, I'll let go. If he's leaving.
Let go, let go. I think Dahlia, if you make eye contact, she'll like look at you and just be like,
Okay.
"It's okay."
Yeah. Okay. I'll let go.
You drop off.
I jump off.
He stops. He turns at the end of the alleyway, and he looks at you like, "You'll pay for this."
What did I say? Run.
He turns and he runs,
Good.
and in moments, they are gone.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh! I'm just gonna like look at your face. And
You
look at your
hear
oh my
Click
God, oh my
still
God.
yelling, Marcus, you're being robbed. You've got to get up, my man.
Marcus, you hear the front door open. Alice is already well down the street.
We'll walk over.
Yeah.
Because Marcus knows us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll walk over at that.
How did you? How could you? Where? How?
There were two people, and then we saw that there was a guy, and then he was lifting her up into the second story window. They said that you always keep it unlocked, so maybe you should lock it next time. But she actually was in the house. She ran, I think. I hope.
She did. I scared her off.
Mr. Marcus, we're sorry we broke your window, but we didn't want you to get robbed because we really like you.
You have this little thing written on your wall.
The window is... no, thank you. It seems I am in your debt. I've been robbed thrice now.
Marcus, if you don't mind, come here for a moment. I want to show you something that I learned. It's really cool.
He kind of rubs. He's got
This is our
sleepers
friend
in his
Vinny's
eyes.
kid.
He's still in a nightgown. He walks over.
I'm going to walk him to the side of his building and point at the shape on it. I tried to convince them that there were no valuables inside by putting an X over it, but that Thieves Guild symbol, it means they think there's valuables in your store.
Really?
Yes.
Which I guess is kind of a compliment, because you got a lot of good books in there. But it means that they want to steal from you. which
Can
is
I
okay.
try to roll insight to see his reaction to seeing that?
Sure, go ahead.
Because if he's been robbed 3 times before.
Sweet old man.
Ooh, 14, but this would be the wisdom because
The
I'm a
bad
child.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be, I have a 5 wisdom, so that's a -3.
Yes.
Correct.
So that's a 11. I can do math.
Yeah.
I
So
promise.
yeah, no. So I mean, again, and this makes sense, right? You're
Yeah.
trying to discern, the reaction of an adult.
Yeah, and that's hard.
But he,
Even for adults.
you get the sense that he is genuinely befuddled, a bit of a bookworm, and not very wise to the ways of the world. You mean if I just keep that off my building, I won't be robbed again?
Hopefully.
Maybe.
No.
Oh.
The unfortunate part about having a shop in the low quarters, the Thieves Guild likes to use shops like this for practice. That's probably why you've been robbed 3 times.
Could you get better logs, perhaps?
My livelihood for practice?
Or
Practice?
you could hire us.
I'm immediately looking at Click and looking very confused, and then looking at Marcus and looking back at Click.
What do you mean?
Or you could get like a big dog.
Or you could hire 4 rats.
5 rats.
We haven't.
And she just is like dying.
Marcus is like.
It's because
We have a couple extra members.
What do you mean hire rats?
Have you heard of the Yellow Knives?
they're dumb.
A gang, yes.
We are trying to do the same thing, but I'd like to do some good for the people of Altamira. People like you.
No one deserves this.
What do you mean hire rats?
We hide under the street and keep ears out in the night. Protect people like you.
You're the rats? How did you how did you hear? Are you still in the barrel?
In a barrel.
How did you find? Why were you here?
Like I told you, we wanted to keep this place safe. I saw that symbol, and I know you're a good man.
You can keep me from being robbed again.
We can try it.
We'll always try for you.
Isn't it danger? I don't want any harm to come to you children.
With a little bit of monetary involvement, it would be even easier on our part to assist you.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt. You're hired. You're called the Rats?
The Understreet Rats.
Understreet Rats.
Yeah.
Is that like sewer rats?
No, it's different.
The sewer's too low. It's the little above.
It's just right under.
I see. So there's street, there's understreet, then there's sewer.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you're
We're trying
just
to make a bit of a name for ourselves here.
Can I lean over and whisper to Click, as quietly as my little voice could possibly allow? Should we tell him that we're living in his cellar?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is that lying?
No.
I think.
Okay.
My recommendation, and like I think I'm kind of just like walking over to Marcus at this point, as like I see the like lean in, and I'm just like, my first point of order would be that I think you should buy a dog. And I know that that's going to be an extra monetary cost, but maybe we could buy some more books from you, and then you could save up to have a nice dog. I think it would, 1, provide a lovely atmosphere for your bookshop, and 2, it would bark real loud if somebody tried to break into your house. So that would be an aid to us.
dogs often chew books and they pee and they.
Well, you gotta train him.
Well, we are kind of like That's not what I want to say. With the rats.
What
so
kind
we,
of like dogs?
Yeah, we're loud and can scare people off.
I mean, a dog's not a bad idea. Either way,
I'm
you're
a
welcome.
consultant as a part of this. I
I
help out with friendly advice.
What
And
is?
I'm the muscle.
She does have a little
Yeah.
a little slap on the face.
Yeah,
Really, like, bruising.
yeah. So he, what do you charge? How do I pay the rats? Understreet rats.
Every full moon, 5 silver.
And I won't be robbed.
We will do our best to ensure it.
And if I'm robbed, I still pay you?
That's part of security, is it not? It's not a guarantee. It's assurance.
Make a
Insurance.
make a
I'm
diplomacy
trying to
check.
devise insurance.
Make a
No,
diplomacy
no.
check.
Come on. You have charisma,
It's-
right?
yeah.
Yeah, you're charismatic.
Listen, there's a reason I'm doing
Yeah.
most of the talking.
Thank you, Mad Chatters.
It's also because I know nothing
DM
about
has 9. Outstanding. I need
I don't
them,
know
and
what
I will
money
be
is.
using
I
them.
thought the plot was silver.
That is a 19.
Ooh.
All right. Fair enough then. But of course, you also have to pay for the window. So that will be 1 silver from this month's wages.
Oh.
I actually
wages,
actually
yeah.
calculated it wrong. Click does have 1 silver left. He will he'll look up at him with like really sad eyes for a moment. You're right. Here you go.
I'll take my silver out because it was my idea.
I can't take your coin. Just be careful. Don't get yourselves hurt. I should have sold women's clothing rather than books. No one robs women's clothing shops. And he trundles back in, closes the door.
That could be a good benefit.
Yeah, like maybe we should open up like a little section
Yeah.
with women's clothing in it.
Some
I think
nice
that could be more
sweaters.
business.
I
That's
wanted
a
to
great
ask him-
idea, Marcus.
Was he mostly robbed of books, or do you think they stole the money that he kept inside?
Oh,
don't know.
can I knock on the door?
Let's just we'll theorize about it. Let's let him go.
Do you? Or-
Well, yeah, I'll
What?
tomorrow, can we discuss further our safety plan? Would that be acceptable?
Sure. Yeah, yes,
Amazing.
of course.
Go get some rest.
Sleep
okay?
well.
Think about a dog. Dream of nice dogs.
All
Okay,
right.
good night.
All right. He closes the door, goes back in.
I want this man to buy a dog.
I know. What is this? Really
This is my
pushing.
new job.
If he gets a dog, is Finley gonna be okay?
All right. In moments, you are back down in the cellar, and the rest of the
Click
night.
walks with a absolute swagger down these stairs.
So
Mila's definitely filled with a warmth that we did something.
You walk down, and you see Duke's feet poking out from beneath a barrel.
Why would my feet be poking out from out? I'm trying to hide.
you're trying.
But we know you're there.
Being the operative word.
We see your feet because we've seen them before. Duke,
What?
we did it.
Good for you.
And we're hired.
For what?
Protection services.
We're a
You're
security
a
team,
child!
and you're a part of it.
So are you.
I did not sign up for this!
Oh no! Oops.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I
you
am
gotta
with the
be at
dumbest
all
people.
You gotta be at all meetings if you want your voice to be present. You gotta
I
come with
was
us if you wanna talk.
protecting my treasure.
I think you did a great
And
job.
that was a
of
very important job, because if they managed to come down here and see that, we would all be in very big
Which,
trouble.
by the way, genius idea with the rat.
Thanks.
Wow, good idea with the glass. Scary, but good.
Where did you learn that?
I mean, you know.
I mostly just hide.
From her mother.
Weird.
The Twilight Woods are very frightening.
They are very scary.
Never been out there.
You've never been in the Twilight Woods? Isn't
Never been
that
outside of Altamira.
what- Ever?
This is my home. Why would I need to leave?
How old are you?
I've seen 11 winters or so. How many winters have you seen?
Do I know what the Twilight Woods are?
They get a little
Yeah,
blurry. But around the same.
I've seen 12 winters, I think.
And you've never left.
Didn't you just say 11?
I got mixed up. a lovely city.
Can you get me out of this barrel, please?
Yes.
How did you get in there in the first place?
You guys put it on me.
Oh yeah.
That's really funny.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Click says Altamira is a lovely city, and you can very clearly see the big black eye that he wears, and his fake rings, and the things that have just happened.
And
he,
everything
He
that's
just
happened
stands
every
there,
day.
just very confidently and happy as he says that.
Okay. Sure.
I thought about something while in this barrel.
What did you think about?
What is this room used for?
That's a good question.
I mean, I imagine
Maybe the
our
Pencil
house.
Pages used to be a tavern, and this
There's
was.
gotta be somewhere where this goes. When it is daylight. Did we already search this place for trap doors? We
I
did?
mean, you did.
This gotta go somewhere. I don't believe this room is here for nothing.
It goes all the way to the top. It has
No!
It's gotta go somewhere.
Gotta go somewhere.
I mean, people have cellars with maybe yeah, it might have used to been.
But it only
tavern
has
and
a
wine.
grate. It's got why only a grate? And it's got a barrel down here. This barrel came down here somehow.
It might have used to have been a tavern of some sort.
Then
and they
where
could have
did
left
it come from?
the tavern?
Yeah.
I mean,
They just left
things
it
are
behind.
lost all the
Okay,
time.
there's a barrel down here and only a grate. The barrel doesn't fit through the grate.
Yeah, I'm not a smart woman. I've never claimed to be. Looking at the barrels, does it look like they could have possibly at any point fit through that grate?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think Dahlia would look at Duke and be
I had a
like, hold it,
had a
and then,
long
like, look
time to
up.
sit and think in the barrel while you guys were out there.
So wait, the Understreet is a real thing?
I think so.
I mean,
Understreet
obviously
what?
it's real because. It's
Oh,
the
welcome to the Understreet Rats.
We're the
Who's that?
Understreet Rats.
That's you, me, Mila.
Our organization.
And Finley.
Ain't happening.
Why not?
But doesn't it sound cool?
Who wants to be called a rat?
I do.
I put my hands over Finley's ear.
This is my life.
Finley saved our lives for your information.
Okay, all right. I think we're getting a little bit caught
Sorry,
up
I'm
in our
getting a little
excitement.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice.
Is it like 1 a.m.?
It's like 1 o'clock in the
Like,
If you eat now,
on sugar. just,
Exactly.
Like,
you'll
very
eat it in the
excitable.
morning. We need to ration the food that we have.
Yes.
Take very good careful of it.
Yes.
And we'll figure out your family stuff. That's priority number 1 in my book because, boy, howdy, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And a lot of responsibility.
Yes, it.
You've thrown pencils so many times. on your
Hands
screen.
out a dart. It's just like,
You just got stabbed.
I don't know how they're slipping out of my hands.
We'll talk more in the morning.
I'm clutching my box.
Get some good sleep, rats.
Just make sure to tie the thing.
Of course.
Okay, great. Yes. Get it great because it's great. I'm gonna go to my bed.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes to sleep.
I can't tell if that's you laughing or faking the Dahlia laugh, and I love both.
that genuinely made me laugh very hard. That was me.
Thank you,
Seems like
Cameron.
a character, that's totally fine.
Thank you, Cameron.
Anytime.
All right. So it's morning, and there's a little bit of light coming in through the grate. Let me get the light in the right spot.
I was gonna say, that's a lot of light.
There you go. Let me get it right there.
The sun's broken.
There. The sun. Right there. There we go.
Now it's
That'll
a
work.
rave.
That'll work. That's a rave, dork.
Yeah.
The light comes in through the grate. You all wake up. You can hear the bustling sounds of Altamira outside. The low quarter stirs to life.
Okay. All right. Click will go. How much of the pie have we eaten at this point?
You tell me.
I think I would have tried to ration only a quarter of it.
Okay.
Click will cut the next quarter into slices and set them aside for everybody.
And Did you do a slice for
Just so
Finley?
you know, that's your food for today.
Right. I'll take a little piece of it and put some down for Finley, and I'll just kind of like, I don't have a cloth, do I, to wrap it in. Yeah, I'll just leave it on the table for now and come back to it later.
Click will
hopefully.
spin his knife and jam it into the table and say, listen up. We've got heat on us. Heat from a lot of sources right now.
A lot of sources. The guy did say that we would pay for this.
I heard that.
However, he did only see us.
He also doesn't know where we're staying.
That's true.
Let's not be penny wise and pound foolish. The money you've got's important. We need to play it careful.
There is also the fact that are we gonna somehow be able to break this money down into smaller bits? Because I think if
We're just handing out platinum.
have a piece, like even one piece of platinum, I've only read of platinum in books. This is the first time I've ever seen it. If a child comes in with something like that, I don't think that will be seen as a good thing.
Yeah, well, I've got people.
And do you think they're gonna think that this is normal?
No, I don't think anyone's actually going to want to break that down.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But I do know people, that's a fact.
Do I
know people too.
think with like
I know you
the
guys.
merchants and like the people in like kind of the, I know this is not the proper name, but like the shopping tier.
Sure.
The merchant quarter.
Yeah, the merchant quarter.
Yeah, shopping tier
The
works.
shopping tier. Do I think that have any of them ever been willing to like make change for me with anything that like, do I
You would.
feel
you
like
would.
I have a decent enough standing with any
You
of them?
would know enough to know that even gold is rarely seen in the hands of a child. Platinum would definitely raise eyebrows.
Raise.
Lots of
They
flags.
would grow a third eyebrow and raise.
Just to raise it. Yeah.
Fair,
Yes.
fair to say.
Like I said, a lot of heat.
Oh, maybe our book guy would make change for us.
My question is, why are we worried about the cash?
Well, I don't know why you guys are worried about it. It's mine.
No, hey, I hope that you know that we know that.
I hope you know that I'm entitled to
Yeah.
at least a small portion of that because I helped you get it out of there.
I don't need it.
No,
Okay.
you
You
wouldn't.
threw my cat in a fire.
You wouldn't have
You
any
did
of that.
what?
When did you do that?
Let's all take
Why
some
did
deep
you
breaths.
do that?
Certainly, you heard the
Cat
cat.
okay?
Looks like somebody's
I don't
got
know.
heat on
Did you
his
steal a cat? Ask
not kill a cat.
Mr. Rat Leader himself.
Raisin is fine. Listen,
I'm gonna inside that. I want to know what
Go
he
ahead.
truly
Yeah,
believes.
please.
That's it's a 9.
A 9?
It's a 9.
He seems dodgy. Yeah, you get the.
when
you,
do I not?
Yeah, you get the sense he has no idea whether that cat was all right or
Okay,
not.
he doesn't know. Okay.
Let's all calm down with the accusations for a moment. All right?
Is it an accusation or is it just a fact?
I just want to make it stated plainly my intention of having a small portion of that money. You wouldn't have it if I didn't help you.
Get your ratty fingers off my treasure.
It's
My family stuff.
our treasure now.
Ho, ho, ho. No!
What's no? What you wanted was the locket, and what's now important is the piece of paper.
This is mine. All mine.
Sounding a little greedy there, aren't you, dude?
It's my family's.
Look, he's been through a lot. You did help him get it open.
I'm
That
just
is
making
true,
it clear that
but-
I want some. Some doesn't have to be a lot. I've never.
Oh, look at those ratty little fingers. You want to get your hands on my money.
Yes, I do. A lot.
He has made that very clear.
It's fine. It's fine. What's important is we will take care
Get me
of.
decent food and I might give you some.
I've got you a
That's a
glorious
lie.
pie.
It is very.
Here's a teeny slice. I'm hungry. Do you know how much I'm used to eating?
Do you want some snake jerky?
It's really good.
Who are you people?
Okay.
It was the first time I had it, and it was pretty good.
I'm
Click.
hungry.
Try a
Click
little.
takes his knife and starts marking into the table, and he writes yellow daggers or yellow knives in
Do you
one
want to
part.
write it on paper?
No,
I do have paper.
I'm fine. I've got this. He looks like he does want to write it on paper for a second, but he's gonna go with what he's
If you
done.
write it there, then it's gonna be there forever.
He puts a line next to that, and he puts 8 tally marks next to it. He then goes over city guard, puts a line next to that, and puts 2 tally marks next to it. He then goes over and writes Thieves Guild, 2 tally marks.
Do we? Oh yeah. Wait, never mind.
And then he goes over next to that, and he writes Royal Court, and puts a question mark.
What's this?
What is this?
Everyone who has heat on us right now.
Dolly is looking at Mila for just a second and then kind of like looks away.
Well, then we need to stop, like trying to stop
Not
thievery.
as though like you need to say something, but of like I know both of us know that that's not true, and
It's-
I'm okay with you not saying that. And like that
But
glance
we
of,
are.
like,
She, like, the look reminds her of, oh, yes, this is something I didn't actually talk to you guys about. So she's just gonna, like, take her knife and write bad men dash. God, how many were there? There were like five?
You tally mark 5. Badman? What is
Yes.
this from?
So this might just be I've been to several towns before this one, and at those towns there have been people that may or may not have seen a thing that you all have seen as well, and they may or may not kind of want me.
Okay, so
But they're probably not here because I ran through the woods and it's a very scary place, and so I don't
how did
I don't
you
remember that
make
they
it through there? By the way, I'm not allowed to go very far in there. You're really strong.
do people not normally make it through?
If you go in there, the likelihood of you coming out the other side is not high. Or at least you're gonna come out real different.
Chat, they speak of the Twilight Woods outside of Eltimera.
Well, I did encounter something in there, but that is good news that they probably didn't follow me through. They probably don't know even where I went. So that's I'll scratch it out. No, I shouldn't scratch it out.
no, you
Just in
absolutely
case.
should not. We need to know
okay.
how much heat is on us.
I'm like Dahlia's over there racking her brain for like,
did
have I
you
ever
write
done
down the
anything
people that
bad?
are
Like-
after me, or should I add that one too?
I wrote Royal Court and I put a question mark.
Oh, that's for
'Cause
me.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
City Guard is after the 2 of us, potentially even after all 4. Yellow Knives, all 4. Bad Guys, just you. Thieves Guild, just the 2 of you.
Yes. So that's good. That means you could still be in good standing.
Royal Court, Duke.
How?
And that's why I need to stay hidden.
I agree.
Hood.
I think we should wait until we're out of pie
I have
before we go
a
outside.
question for you, and please, if it is too difficult, feel free not to answer. I don't want to pry because it might be a difficult memory. What happened? How did you escape?
Can you walk us maybe through?
Is it possible that
The
maybe
day?
your family escaped too? If you were able to. No.
Oh no, Jenny, your sweet face. I can't look at you.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
If I remember, you said there was a bit of a scuffle at the house before the fire went up. It seems like members of the royal court were out for the Beauregards. It's a miracle you made it out.
You must have a very special set of skills in order to do that. Well, I think waiting until the pie is finished is a good idea.
2 more moons.
Do I have the idea that the dude that saw us knew that we came from the Great?
You're not sure. I mean,
Okay.
it's quite possible because they had investigated the Great before Finn scared him off, but you're not sure.
Okay. We'll definitely need to be careful.
I feel like they would have come back that night. Well, maybe.
What's important is I mentioned her name. If they're thieves, they don't want to be known. So we could have scared them off.
He did look pretty upset, but maybe, hopefully, that'd be nice.
So what do you do?
So, the way I did survive is I played dead.
Smart move.
Hence, hiding in barrels.
You're good at that.
Very smart.
Good at hiding away.
So,
I know that you're not happy you're here, but
And I know
I'm
there's
happy
secret
you're here.
passages everywhere, because every house, everything has secret passages.
I agree.
Does it?
Yes.
I'm gonna think back to my childhood home. Did that house have secret passages?
If it did, it was very secret.
That's fair enough. You're right.
Kind of the point.
Maybe.
My house doesn't have any passages, but it moves sometimes.
What if we spend
Well,
the next...
everybody where I'm from
Wait,
has
what?
secret
Sorry.
Wait, we
passages.
can't
No, it
glide
doesn't.
over
That's
that.
not
What?
true.
It
No.
moves?
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
Like how does it
would I
move?
lie?
Is it like there's a new room one day, or is it like things are shuffled around?
No, sometimes we'll just be in a different tree.
That's
Oh,
kind
well,
of
you just
cool.
moved house.
Well, no, the house moves.
How do you get back home?
Well,
She's a strange one.
Yeah.
typically I'll try to find the path that I walked out on, but sometimes if I get a little lost, I'll listen for the sound of my mom singing, or like she does these little poems. They're really cool. I don't know what they mean though, but they're really cool. But
Does she
sometimes
tell
if-
you that she's moved your house and she makes you find your
Well,
house?
she does it for safety.
But
the Twilight
does she
Woods is
tell you
dangerous.
where you've moved, or does she? You don't know.
Oh, it's not very far. It's like maybe a few trees different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy. If I look really hard and if I use my looking eyes, like she tells me to use, then it's not that hard to find.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think, I think it would be a good idea. And we can't do it right now. I think, I'm counting, what is it, day 24 now? If we can lay low for 24 days, then we can go to my mom's house, and I think she might have a good idea of what to do with some of this.
I don't think that's going to work out.
Why not?
I can't sit on a letter like that was meant to be sent mere days ago for...
Well, not the letter, but like the other stuff. If we can't figure out what to do with that, she might be able to help. She's a grown-up. At least we have one grown-up.
Well, okay. So here's my thing. When I lived at home, my mom wouldn't let me even go outside of my house.
Your mom didn't let you have fun?
Didn't
Well,
go outside
like
of
not
your house?
Sorry, that
past
was
dark. Not past dark.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, I wouldn't
safety.
be out past dark.
Safety.
You're out on your own for 30 days
Well, I had silver.
without a parent.
Yeah.
I mean, she's doing fine.
I'm really struggling with this.
It amazes me how much you all struggle with not having parents around.
Duke, I think it's really important to know that everyone lives life a little differently. I think that's important.
People have commented in the chat before that Dahlia seems to be wiser than their therapist. It comes out quite a bit.
Sorry. Sorry, my profession.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Speaking through,
Don't,
speaking
don't
through.
apologize. Yeah.
It'll make sense one day, I promise.
Lipscomb.
It's a great school, would recommend.
Dahlia, Mila, I can't let Altamira suffer under the Von Poppins.
It's your family.
Of course.
It's not just my family. This is my home. These are my people. Altamira raised me. I don't mean that like just people that existed. The bricks raised me. The city.
The city's your family.
And I can't let it suffer. I won't.
Yeah.
That was very honorable, Click.
What are we going to do about it?
I mean, clearly this letter was meant
Survive and eat.
Survive for the next couple of days, but we need to get this letter into the right hands.
to reach. Do you know of any sort of...
Well, you know
we have
what?
to
I don't
reseal
trust
it.
anybody right now, so I'm not giving it to anybody.
You said
and
your mom
you can just take that.
But you said your mom had some friends.
Yes.
No! I told you I'm going into hiding, sir.
Well, you don't have to be the one that does it.
Oh, and they're gonna trust a street rat? An under street rat?
Well,
Duke,
Dahlia's a merchant.
are you going to live your whole
I'm a
life?
saleswoman.
No. Let me get this out. Duke, are you going to live your whole life hiding in barrels?
Yes.
Not much of a life, is it?
But, well,
Is that
if
what
I
you-
gotta survive...
Duke Beauregard. Is that what your father would have wanted?
Oh, he just died. I don't know.
Died
Ask
for a
him.
cause.
I don't know. He wants me to live. He wants me to live.
Of course he wants you to live. He wants the children of Altamira
I'm a child, and I'll stay a child.
He
I'll stay a
wants
child.
the good people of Altamira to live. He wants everyone in this city to be safe from the Von
Who are you, 30 or 12?
There are people who steal people in the night here.
That's why we're gonna live under here. I'm gonna hide in a barrel until I am fully grown.
You have had the good graces of a wall around the High Quarter and guards at your door.
You're right, and that's what I'm used to. Now I am protected by rock walls.
Well, you're a coward.
Well, I'll stay a coward. And I go and sit in the corner.
Duke goes back to his corner.
I think it seems like everyone's quite upset,
Yes.
and that's okay.
From the corner.
Yes.
Yes.
Duke, you were saying that we're children.
Yes.
Yes.
Why does that matter?
I don't think it does, but
Oh, it matters. There's big people out there with big swords.
And it's scary.
And hunters. They hunt people and children.
All sizes.
I'm used to living in a big house with servants and guards outside and big walls. I am not used to this, and don't make me used to this. I'm not used to this.
The world's way bigger than the house you grew up in.
Shut up.
There are other
Smooth.
people
Smooth.
that are suffering
Smooth.
because of the Von
Just
Poppers.
smooth it.
Your father
Just smooth it.
was trying to fix that. Your father cared about the people that exist outside the walls you grew up in. You're mocking me.
Yes, I am.
All right. I can take it. Come on.
Take it like a man. Click. Click. Clickety. Click. 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 Click.
I walk right up to you and I get right in your face. Come on. You know you want to.
What?
Okay,
What?
I'm gonna separate it.
Oh my goodness.
I know that we are upset, and I know that there are some very harsh realities we are having to come to terms with. And it's going to be difficult. But we are friends. We are in this together, whether we like it or not. We are stuck here with these people after us, and that's that.
Co-workers at best.
Okay, you cannot revoke the friend card after you originally put it out, and I will not allow that. We're friends. Friends fight. They always make up in the books, but they fight.
In the books. Welcome to
Yeah.
the real world, Mila.
Books are,
Fantasy.
well, some of them have fantastical elements, yes, but they're based in mostly present world.
Everybody die in your books?
No, some people, yes, which is very sad. Mm-hmm. But some people don't, and some people make a difference.
here's the thing. I think right now we all have a lot of different things that we want to do. And that's okay. But I also think we have some things that maybe we all want to do. And I think it starts with taking a moment and just maybe being a little bit. Because a lot of hard things have happened. For a lot of us in a lot of different ways. I don't think any of this is easy. And I think that that's okay. But I know I won't speak for you guys. I don't want to do that. I don't like the idea that other people are hurting.
No, should you?
I don't think it's okay.
It's not.
I'm gonna grab your hand.
And I accept it and take that. And I can sit here for a little while to keep you guys safe. Because that's right. But there are other people out there who are hurting too, and I don't. And like takes kind of the heel of her hand. And
Yeah, I'll
scrapes the face.
use my sweater and just wipe a little.
Kind of smiles at that. It doesn't feel good to let other people hurt for a long time. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish and take care of yourself, and that's important. And I think maybe we need to take a little bit of time and let the heat die down, right?
You've got half a pie to make up your mind.
What are you talking about? I like what she had to say.
Inspiration. Fantastic.
I like what she had to say. We need time to heal. We can't just go out and think we're gonna change everything and find people to give my letter to.
Just take some time, Duke. I'm tired of arguing.
So am I. I'd pound the table.
Let's take our time and let's think.
I'll go sit down with my 50 platinum.
30.
Oh, 30.
Pick out my.
30 platinum.
Do you want to try reading yours?
Yeah.
I can help.
And I think too, Dahlia will kind of like turn to Click and like understanding that like this is a very important place to him. And I think maybe lacking some understanding of like what an important place is, but understanding some of what family is, will kind of just say, I think one thing we could do in the next few days is write down all the people we can think of who are good and who are helpful here. And maybe the list is short and that's okay. And maybe it'll be hard to think of people.
I don't trust anybody.
I know.
You know why? Because people that my parents trusted killed them and burned our house down.
I know. But maybe...
Nobody.
What about
I trust
your
myself.
friends? Didn't you have friends? In the
Maybe
upper
they got information from me.
floor? Maybe.
That caused my family to die, so I don't trust them.
Okay.
And I don't trust you. And I barely trust you. I just trust myself. I hold my box.
That sounds lonely.
I
but
know.
that's okay.
It's okay.
And I think just like lets him feel that. But yeah, I think we'll
we'll lay
tear
out
out
a
a piece of
blanket.
paper and like offer it to Click, and like way too big, almost crayon like piece of charcoal that like you can tell is not good for handwriting. But we'll just put that there.
I'll then take out my ratty quill.
Is it
Put that there with
daylight
my
yet?
really old
Yeah.
ink.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like mid morning or something.
Okay. I am for sure. I light something. Anybody have a lantern?
Ding.
Oh.
You've seen her carrying it around everywhere.
I have it with me all the
And
time.
Does
So-
anyone have a
Yeah.
lantern?
Anybody.
Possibly.
So I really want to look at the ceiling
Okay.
and see if there is anything. Because I know this barrel did not get here on its own.
Okay.
So I really want to. I know that there is a secret passage somewhere.
So you're looking at the ceiling? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Duke starts doing that in a opposite corner of the room. Click, not realizing Duke is doing this, starts doing the same thing. But not looking at the roof, he's looking down and at grates and walls. And
Okay.
looking for scrapes on floors.
They bump into each other one point. And I think Dahlia like looks to Mila and is like, well, while the boys work, let's read.
What you said earlier really resonated with me.
Oh.
What Click said earlier also really resonated with me, and also what Duke said really resonated with me as well. I think we all have a similar goal. I'm not sure if Duke's yet necessarily reached it. I have faith that he will. I'm really glad that you guys are my friends. I don't think that I could have found better people to be with right now, and
I like just scoop her up and just give her a big hug. And
she's
I'm like,
definitely tearing up at
yeah.
this point.
I'm like, I'm so glad you're my friend too.
Let's read this book.
Okay.
Is this Cameron and Rachel talking, or is this...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
maybe.
This is definitely a Mila, though. This is also Rachel.
You
for
hear
sure.
Click.
I really like you guys. You guys are kind
You
of
hear Click say, "What's this?"
No!
Yeah, because who looks on the...
No, it is my idea!
Yeah! Special set of skills.
Click. You note you didn't see it at first because you went through this room once before, but good roll on the die. You actually
Thank you.
you note there is a stone in the far
That's unfair.
corner opposite the stairs that is darker and slightly off center. and when you start to push it, it feels like it can move.
Stone wall floor.
Right at the base of the wall, so or right above the floor.
I look behind me, and I take note that Duke is still busy looking at the ceiling, and the two of them are reading a book. And I press very quietly. I want to open it up.
You press on the stone.
This is unfair. I looked
The
around.
ceiling starts to
I looked
jump out of the wall.
Dice. I'm sorry. Duke is decidedly not happy as you suddenly hear the sound of stone moving. Hang on here.
Poor buddy.
And as you press the stone in, it does in fact slide open. There is a passageway that opens up beyond, yawning into the darkness.
I say out loud, I knew that barrel couldn't have scurried in here on its own.
You? I had the idea. You didn't even think that a barrel could. How did a barrel get down here? I said it.
Dark into the passageway.
Obviously not through the grate, through here.
I knew it didn't happen through the grate. Oh,
Look at you two working together.
We are not.
I'm so proud of you.
The ideas man and the action man.
Sure.
Look at that.
Except it was my
What a
idea, but it's
team.
fine.
You can smell. This appears to go down into the sewers. You can hear the sound of water, and you can smell the scent, musky.
Guys, I think this is an entrance to the sewers.
Are we actually sewer rats? And I'll get up and
No,
go
we're
to
under
the-
street rats, not sewer rats. It's way cooler under street. Sewer sounds gross.
I mean that's.
But this might be how we can get around, unseen.
We just walk through the sewer. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
do
sidewalk.
people
passage. They
normally
don't.
take
They don't
the
call you
sewers?
street people if you live in a house. Anyways,
Do people normally go through sewers?
I don't know. Would I know of anybody who might use the sewers? Like, have I heard rumor of the
everyone
sewers being
uses the
used
sewers at some
for?
point.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes, no, absolutely. And yeah, no, Amanda, I know. I rolled that the first time. So when they came down here, they searched. That was the first thing that Click did when they came back, but the roll did not. I'm sorry. I meant Duke. I meant Duke.
I
not
think we
Click.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody searched, but it was your idea. But the rolls did not.
I remember it
ideas
being
man.
great.
The dice are against me.
Yeah.
Even his.
So no, you actually know quite well. It's difficult to know where the thieves reside. Mm-hmm. They're scattered throughout Altamira, but the beggars, you have heard of the Beggar King, and you know his name whispered, Glottimus. You've never seen it, but somewhere
Like
he had.
King of the Gogs?
He calls
Whispered positively or negatively
him. Depends on
from the perspective of a supplicant?
powerful, dangerous.
Cool with Gather?
You've never. What's that?
Is he cool with Gather? I mean, I wouldn't know. Who
Yeah,
any
so
of those people
Gather's
are.
but Gather would obviously be one of his runners.
Okay.
So Gather works directly for him. You have never met Glottimus, the Beggar King, but you know his domain.
Technically,
is-
I work for him, yeah.
Right. What's that?
How do you spell that?
Glottimus.
cheese recently.
Glottimus.
Nice little-
He is the
Yeah.
Beggar King. You've heard his name, but you've never met him.
Glottimus.
Glottimus. Glottimus. Yes, IMUS.
All right, I had A.
How do people get names like that? Like, did that man give himself that name?
And with that, we're going to go to break.
Thank you.
You see the yawning hallway that goes down into the depths of the sewer. Duke seems highly annoyed that Click has found this passageway
Why would he be
and not
annoyed?
him. And with that, we're going to go
Been
to
on my
break.
mind the whole time.
We're going to go to break, and we do have a giveaway today we're doing in honor of October and, of course, Halloween coming up in a week. The Art of Mike Disney Overgourd print This guy is gorgeous. Thank you so much, Doppler Effect. We appreciate that. And so we will be also live with Mike Disney on Friday night. So we'll have our regular Greyhawk Awakening on Tuesday night. We'll have Lore Masters Arcanum on Wednesday night. It's going to be a busy week. And then Friday, we have our Halloween stream entitled Return to the Patch. And in fact, you can see here, I'll kind of look down. We already are preparing the table for Friday night for Return to the Patch. It is over gorgeous. That's right.
Too good.
And look at this guy. He is over gorgeous. So he'll be with us on Friday night. So tune in to Blue Box all week long. But we'll be giving away this later today, and then we may have another giveaway also. So in the chat, I'm going to put this up now.
What about it? Maybe we will. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it?
Probably write exclamation point something. You better.
Yeah. All right, exclamation point Gord in the chat. Type exclamation point Gord, G-O-U-R-D.
Overgord, the OG.
That's right. And that will get you into the giveaway. And Blue Box will be right back. We'll leave the mics hot on the break.
Across the Twitch.
I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, no, the Overgord is quite popular.
As it should be. It's quite scary.
It should be.
Wait, this is not right. We don't have a hype train going right now, do we? This is from before, I think.
I think.
No,
yes.
I think it's from before. I don't see it.
Yeah, why is it showing? That's odd that it's showing on the Nightbot like now. That's odd. Strange.
I drank so much tea and water before the game started. Yeah. I don't know if it was a mistake.
We'll be right back. Tales of Aihrde, Thieves and Beggars. Thank you, Mad Chatters. Thank you, Mike.
never did that, but he actually ended up getting to kill people on a Kraken.
That's wild.
My favorite thing about the crit that Cade rolled on the Kraken
Right?
was that the crit number on the D100 was a throat shot, and we were in its throat.
I
and it
forgot
was
about. That's right. Yes, I forgot about that.
good times.
Amazing. Incredible.
John, you're doing a very good job.
You are fantastic.
I'm enthralled.
Truly.
Having a great time.
I'm doing nothing. I'm just letting you guys play. I guess that's why I'm doing a good job.
You're doing nothing.
Get out of here with that false humility. It's a bad look, John.
Hello, all you mad. Thank you. Hello, all you mad chatters and all your mad chattery.
And all of the mad chattery.
What in the world?
I don't even know.
Fun.
This is a blessing for what's to come.
Just some.
All right,
Lots
and
of 20s.
we are back in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, it's so cool.
Welcome back to Blue Box, and we are got about an hour left or so in tonight's stream, and thank you so much. We'll be raiding into Robert Phantom NJ. He's got his stream kicking off today.
is?
Yes, so
young
that'll be
man.
fun. We'll raid into him, and then a reminder: this week we have Greyhawk Awakening on Tuesday night.
Oh, you're gonna want to be there.
That's going to be a fantastic. So that is entitled "All That Glitters," is the title of Tuesday night stream, and Rizia seeks the promise that she was given as a child, which was gold, rumored to have been hidden for hundreds of years, and she has sought it all of her life, and now she is. It is within her grasp. So that'll be on Tuesday.
Let's go, Vivi.
Please tell me
Yeah,
that
it
all
is.
of the gold is just solid gold melons, and that's what it is.
You're gonna have to just.
better.
You're gonna have to just
It's
wait and
just
see.
one really
Just have to wait and see.
big
Then Wednesday night we have our Lore Masters Arcanum, and we'll be joined by John Fuller. He's Demon Gund. Demon Gund
Love-
is.
oh my gosh.
He is amazing, super smart, and
He's a Tailspire creator.
he's brilliant, and he does all kinds of builds and he has the entire House of Strahd. Every.
the House of Death. The Death House.
Well, no, but all of
Curse
the
of Strahd, yeah.
Curse
Are
of
they
Strahd, yeah,
done?
Curse, yeah. Every town, every
The
scene,
Bone Mill,
all
the
of
Death
it.
House.
He's got everything all built out in
His
Tailspire.
castle. Yeah. It's-
He's actually going to be DMing that for us in the new year, and I'm going to be a player in it. And I'm wondering if I might have some people that would want to play in that with me.
I'm actually going to
so
be
we'll
in a
see.
Curse of Strahd campaign soon. Never played in
I was about to
Curse
say,
of
I
Strahd.
never have either.
It's like the most infamous D&D adventure module.
Yeah.
And I've never done it. And I'm really excited. I'm going to get to it
Thank you,
soon.
Mad Chatters.
I need to tell you about my character. He's great.
Yeah, it will be awesome. And then Friday night, we have Mike Disney in the chat. Good to see you, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And Friday night, the Overgord will make his return on Return to the Patch. You are not going to want to miss that. So a full schedule and a great week coming here for Blue Box. Type !Gord in the chat. !Gord for a chance to win your Overgord. And Mike will actually get to play his Skarn mini
you would like
this
to
week
show it off.
because he's got a dwarven fighter that he'll be
looks
playing.
so
Dread.
cool.
You'll
So
see
beautiful.
Dread. Doesn't show it properly because the
Who, according
the
to Mike,
focus
is
off.
chaotic good.
And yeah, he is. I'll show you the mini on the proper camera. It's going to be gorgeous this weekend.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
No,
Get out of here.
I won't.
All right.
That's fair.
So
You are playing in this game.
Yes.
I guess you could say.
the sounds of the streets, Altamira's low quarter bustles above, and then the yawning depths of the sewers beneath. What do you do?
We're like online one of our books.
Sycophants. Oh, what?
Okay, guess we can get back to it later.
That we have tonight.
Yeah, the book's gonna
okay.
be there. It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Shoving it in. Are we just? Are we? Should we?
Do we have a downstairs?
It looks like it.
Are we? Is this what we're
Well,
doing
if
now?
tunnels
Are
lead
we?
somewhere, that means other people know about this tunnel.
Which means there could be other people moving around out there. It would be good to know about them. Potential allies.
Also, if we want to.
Potential
Allies easy to come by?
allies.
I feel like a lot of the people that we've met have only been enemies, and I just like kind of luckily so happened to become your guys' ally.
let's
right.
for the next few days, let's try really hard to make friends.
Let's try
make
really
friends.
hard to live.
Why not both?
Friends and live. Perhaps in a different order of importance, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
I know you came with me to meet Gathers, right? You remember Gathers is my contact in the Guild of Supplicants. Well, I've heard tale of the King of Beggars in the sewers.
There's a king?
Every guild has a leader.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Who's our leader? We're a guild. No, we're an organization. Do
I'm your
organizations
leader.
have leaders?
Organizations have councils.
So we all
We're the council.
we're
we're
a
the
pretty good
council.
council.
We're the Council of Rats.
No. Yeah.
Finley must have the leadership position.
Yes.
Why is everyone throwing
I was trying to grab Finley, and
Anyways,
I happened to throw my
Click, you got a +1 from Lee. Thank you, Lee.
What I will say, I haven't erased any
Yeah,
of my
pencils are
plus
just
ones.
getting thrown today. I don't know.
Sometimes it's fun.
Sometimes it's fun.
The Guild of Supplicants are together to take care of each other. When supplicants go down, the guild hurts. We could play to the king's wishes to better the guild and tell him about what's going on with the Von Poppins and the trafficking and the slavery and hope that he's not in on it. And
We cannot. Oh my goodness.
I've
You
I've
don't
heard
even know
tale
him.
that he's a dangerous man,
Oh.
but that could be
Well,
good.
then let's give him our information.
I'd love to meet him. He's my boss, technically.
Do not.
You never met him?
Not once.
This is my letter. You're not allowed to tell about it unless I deem him safe.
All right.
Then
Why don't we try and meet him first, then? You said you wanted to know who lives in the sewers, right?
No, I did not say that.
I would like to know who lives in the sewers.
I agree. That's half the vote. Finley? That's 3/5.
I mean, if you said he's dangerous,
Dangerous could be a good thing. We need someone on our side who can rough him up.
I don't know. Dahlia roughed him up pretty well. I don't know if you saw it, but she really swung at that guy.
Sorry.
Are you laughing at me?
That's not nice, Click.
I'm sorry. Sorry. No, you did stab that one guy really good. That was actually really scary.
It's very.
Thanks.
Sometimes very itchy.
Aw, shucks.
Thanks.
All right. Well, if you don't want to talk to him, then we don't have to.
I mean, I still think it's a good idea to get a grasp of our surroundings, and maybe if, since one entrance of this place has been kind of founded, perhaps having an alternate exit is a very, 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 very.
At least now we
very
know about an
wise
exit.
idea.
Yes. And it might be even wiser to find an actual exit to the sewers.
That would be good.
Or we could talk to the guy who knows all the entrances and exits.
Why don't we just try to find one for us? And let's take care of ourselves first.
Okay. I'm gonna go first. Have I heard of any rumors as to direction, ways to find the Beggar King?
I am gonna light my lantern.
Okay. No.
No?
I tell you, keep the hood tight. And then I pull my cloth and I plug it up into my nose because we're going in the sewers, right? So it's not going to smell very good. So I take my and I plug up my bandana into my nose and I say,
Can you do that with your shirt, please? I really want the role play to.
I really don't want to do that with my shirt.
I'm teasing.
But I am going to roleplay like this
Yeah.
for the rest of the session. It's not going to smell very good, and sometimes Flame doesn't like bad smells.
What?
Have you never lit a fart before?
I mean, yes, I've lit a fire.
Fart.
What?
Can you not understand what I'm saying?
It's a bit nasally.
Wait. Have you?
Absolutely.
You can light farts?
Yes.
Thing?
That must be something poor people do.
Click looks to Duke with utter sadness. as a boy raised, never lit a fart. Oh, God.
Wait, can I make an insight check to see if Duke thinks it's funny?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll.
Awesome. It's a 2. I think he hates it.
Yes, you do. You do.
All right.
Yeah,
This way.
it's very odd, like the parsimonious in nature.
My
Simonius.
lantern doesn't have a hood, to my knowledge.
I'm sorry. Did I do it again?
No,
I don't intend to.
know
It
what
just
my goal is to take every really big vocabulary word that you throw out and make a clip of all those moments and our utter reaction to you saying them.
Where we just go,
yeah.
Scintillating and all that stuff. No, I love it.
Scintillating's a great
You're my favorite thesaurus, John.
Thank
That's
you.
all I will
Thank
say.
you. I appreciate it.
What are you doing? What's going on?
My
I thought it was a
lantern
hooded
doesn't
lantern.
have-
It's kind of broken, isn't it?
The glass is broken, so there's
Okay.
nothing actually protecting
So
the
what are we just
flame.
gonna all catch fire? Click.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so you head down. You guys are in the. You guys are walking down in the sewers now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll like put my hand over like the lantern is here and the fire is here. I'm like trying to shield it from us walking so it doesn't go out as we're going.
Oh my gosh, this smell is horrendous.
Do you have your nose plugged up too, dude?
I can plug it without doing this.
Well, Click's not doing this. Click has stuff up in his nose. I'm not Thomas doing that. Because I care about this shirt that I'm wearing.
Okay,
All right,
so-
follow me.
Onward.
Does Finley seem? That's a weird thing to ask. Does Finley seem like he knew this was here? Like, does he seem like, oh, sewers?
No, Finley just seems to be searching for cheese all over your person. I mean, he's just kind of crawling around, looking in your pouches, sniffing in every pocket. Yeah, he's like, he's oblivious to. He doesn't care that you're going in the sewers.
Okay,
Obviously. but-
cool.
Before we keep walking, Dahlia will stop and say, Duke, how do you want to keep a hold of all of your things? Do you want to use my backpack?
I thought I was already. Am I not still using it?
I mean, I think just for the walk specifically.
Yes.
Of like,
I'll do the hunchback thing.
okay. I was like, we probably don't want to leave it.
It
in
worked.
The house.
No.
It worked perfectly on Gretchen. She believed he was a hunchback.
Wow.
I'm a
Yes.
pretty
Who's
good
Gretchen?
salesman. Oh, the woman who made us the pie.
The pie.
Oh, what a nice
So I could
lady.
eat.
She's so nice.
It was. Could we
Do you
go to
think she
her?
would like snake jerky?
I don't think Gretchen would help with a
No.
citywide
But she
issue
could be
regarding
a
slavery.
friend.
and-
That's one person. I take out my notebook
Yeah.
and I write
Gretchen.
with a big crayon, basically, Gretchen. It's not spelled right.
No, of course not.
We'll work on this.
What?
Click will actually, when you mention when we bring Gretchen back up and you said could we go to her, knowing the route of the streets, does the sewer match the streets? Are we under a street?
Great question. So yes, the sewer is running the kind of dog legs and goes parallel to the alley that you had just run down the night before.
But would I be able to follow that to one that goes under the main street potentially?
So where you're at,
on my mind.
this particular corridor or under sewer, it leads away from the main street. It does not lead back that way.
All right. This is a one-way path. We're pretty much on, right? There's no T's. We haven't come across.
Not yet. Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll be at the start and just lead. There is some fan art, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the fan art up. Thank you,
Oh my God,
Pat.
that's so good.
This is, I think, the first fan
Yeah, it's
art
our
that we.
fan art for this.
Yeah, first
for
fan
this
art
one.
for this
Yeah, this
for
one.
this group. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's true.
I haven't
I think
seen
it
any
is.
at least. None that I've seen.
I think it is. Click.
I love that you're not even doing it right.
No,
I can't do it.
That's what I love the most.
that makes it even better.
It looks so good.
There we go.
Pedro's.
Duke gets his stuff. I think I'm stuck.
Poor buddy.
Oh, Pat, always so good. Thank you, my friend. All right, so yes, the scent is distracting, but of course it's not all just sewage. It's rainwater. It's all the normal things that travel down these. You can hear water running here. This area that you're in, there's actually no running water.
Oh.
So you're in a dry area. It's damp, but you can hear it further down.
Because Click has dark vision, I want to try and hurry up in front of the party a bit and keep a good distance between me and them, keeping as quiet as I can.
Okay.
And kind of scouting. Is
I
what
also
I'm
have
doing.
dark vision, right?
You do.
Yeah. All right. So are you moving ahead of her lamp?
I'll kind of keep I think more towards the back actually, and just kind of like.
Could you stay
Right behind.
with us in case I need to put this out? Because if there's people and we don't want to be found, I can't really see very well.
Okay.
So I
yeah.
need to hold on so I can actually
course.
not slip and fall and potentially hit my head or die.
Get better eyes next time.
I bet my mom could help with that.
Really?
Probably.
That's so cool.
I don't know. Maybe. I'll ask her.
I could see in the dark. What's it like? Can you like see everything?
No, it's
Oh.
like not as pretty as like. Well, it's also not very pretty down here in general. What's like? I don't know if I want to know the answer to this. I guess it is helpful though. Does it look like other people have traversed around here? Like as far as I can tell, like any other boot prints, any like people heading either direction or
Where you came down, no. But as you move ahead, you do come to a T where it goes in both directions, right and left. And this does look well traversed. You can see the moss and the mold that was growing. There are footsteps and prints in it, not coming directly to where you are, but you have hit now on this T somewhat of a more traveled section here.
What? Well, now that we're an organization, do we have some sort of symbol that maybe? I mean, I don't know how big these sewers are. I imagine Altamira is very large. Should we mark where we are?
It
So
might
we
not
know
be
where
good
to
to
go?
claim territory yet until we're aware of
Well,
this
not
already
claim it,
someone
for
else's.
us to know, us to see.
Well,
So
that might
that
not be a bad idea.
on our way
I can't take this seriously.
I think Dahlia would like look to Finley and would get like kind of close to his face and would be like, hey friend, would you be okay if we used your hand? And then kind of like hold out for like his little paw.
He looks at you, then he looks at Mila.
Would that be okay?
I mean, if he wants to.
Do we have ink?
Paul?
Yeah. Kind of like near, also just so that way we don't get lost. And do you have a little bit of ink?
Yes.
Dahlia will kind of be like, you can use my shirt after this to clean it off too if you want, talking to Finley.
Yeah.
We'll like dip his little paw into the ink and then kind of near where their like grate is, we'll just like, boop, like lean him up against the wall so there's like a small rat handprint.
Okay.
Like not too far away. So that way, I'm a kid. I, as an adult, also don't have a great sense of direction. It would be nice to have something to mark roughly
Got
where
it.
we live.
You got it. You got it marked.
Awesome.
I'm
This
gonna
way.
clean off his paw.
Yeah.
I'll also give him. I don't know if we still have any of the cheese left. I imagine I probably didn't eat all of it, pocketed
Yeah,
some.
for roleplay purposes, you have cheese
Okay,
left,
yeah,
yes.
I'll give him another
Yeah,
little
he-
cheese.
he-
Once again,
he-
positive reinforcement. Woo!
He devours it greedily and then tucks himself inside your sweater and just huddles up next to
You mentioned it was more traversed here, obviously.
Yeah, so you can go
through
right or
muddy
left.
boot prints or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Which way looks more traversed?
It's,
Or directionally traversed, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's...
Can I see heel versus toe of boots?
No, it's like so many... Like, it's like, think of a thoroughfare, like, quite often traveled. But... Yeah, so you can't tell, but you do note there are, in addition to the boot prints that are kind of melded together, there are paw prints as well.
Sizable? Dog? Cat?
Look like what you just put on the wall with Finley, but much bigger.
Oh boy.
We might not be the only undiscreet rats.
Do you have a king?
I'm not actually saying that in person. I really just wanted to make the joke of a rat king.
We should be careful down here. God, I love this. This is so much fun.
I can't take it seriously.
Are you? Was that a click or was that you?
That was me.
I'm going to then forego the visual
Okay.
on the ground and look for light down either end and sounds. Does one end, do I hear voices? Do I see flickering of anything?
They look identical. You hear sort of the echoing sounds of water.
Last question.
Yes.
from the direction we came, can I tell which way goes which way in the city? Does one head towards the noble quarter? Does one head towards
Yeah,
further
okay.
into the low?
So the way you came out to your right would be in the direction that you went when you went to the noble quarter or the merchant quarter toward Duke's house. To your left would be deeper into the low quarter.
Do we think a king would live underneath the noble quarter or underneath the low?
Well, it's the beggar king.
So probably the low quarter.
It'd be pretty funny if he
Probably.
lived under the low quarter, though.
Oh, you mean the noble quarter?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
You're all right.
Words are hard.
It's
For some.
My head hurts down here.
weird. Maybe you should plug up your nose.
Really,
It's kind of
really stinky.
It's not good.
You don't have to smell it if you don't want to. Anyways,
I
we're
mean,
going to
even
go
if
left.
I do this, it like gets in through my mouth, and I really don't like it.
I'm gonna go left. I guide everybody left.
All right, so you guys move
Further
left.
towards the low quarter.
Can I also tap Mila really quick and say, hey, can I look at Finley again really quick?
Yeah.
And I'll hold him. And then I'm gonna kind of pull him away from the light. And I want to like make a memory in my head of what his eyes look like in the dark. If there's like any bit of like sheen to it. And then that's what I want to be looking for.
Yes.
But bigger elsewhere.
Nice.
Oh, you.
And then Dahlia kind of like hands
That
it
is not
back.
where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were like, I want to remember what his eyes look like so that I can tell my mom what to make a potion to make her eyes look like,
I
so that she can see in the dark.
we might fuck it
I'll
up
have
later.
rat eyes.
Oh god. Terrifying.
That's where I thought you were going with it.
That would have been, oh man, that would be great. No, a little more practical.
I got
Thank you, Taryn, for gift subbing Mike.
Aw, so
That was
nice.
sweet. Thank you.
Get a room.
You walk further to the left, and you can hear the sounds of the running water. Duke, it goes through your mind how far you have fallen. But days ago, you dined with silver in a manse, and now you are with the understreet rats under the street in a sewer.
Under the street.
Under the street.
No.
It really is better down here where it's wetter.
Take it.
You,
Thanks for finishing.
you,
There's a mutant crab down here.
Oh god.
everyone roll d20, please. Just give me your natural roll.
Oh no.
Yeah, right? Right?
3, baby.
We know what that means.
17.
17, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
Jenny.
is this now?
3 threes.
This could be
Three
an
threes?
occurrence where we want low rolls. Maybe
Three.
it's a
It could-
constitution
Oh,
check.
It
gosh.
could be.
Please don't make it a
could be. It's
constitution
not.
check.
I
Mila.
hate my dice.
They're all broken.
Maybe you love your dice.
Yeah, I
No, they're crap.
Mila, as you're holding your lantern up, only Duke is with you. Dahlia and Click have moved ahead. So
Well, I think Dolly was hanging back.
Dolly
Oh,
is
you did
hanging
hang
a little back.
And I'm kind of looking behind us for
yeah,
this.
so you're sort of looking behind. Finn starts getting very agitated, and he crawls up, and he starts like pecking you with
I'm
his
gonna
nose.
immediately blow out the fire and reach back and grab Dahlia and just whisper,
I think
Click keeps
I'm
walking.
with them too. I'm with them too.
Something is here. Something's here.
Wait, so you put out your lantern?
yes.
All right, Duke, you are now with Mila in utter darkness.
I'm gonna grab you. I'm holding onto Dahlia because I know Dahlia can see in the darkness, and
get
I'm
my
also
dagger
holding onto him so that he knows where to go.
What am I looking for?
Click keeps going.
I don't know. Finley just started. He was agitated. He saw something.
And
Click,
Duke
feels
keep.
something.
And
Oh wait,
Click
if the
keeps
light goes
going.
out, I would know.
Yeah, you would see that the light goes
I
out.
don't know why I would
Yeah.
keep going. I do for a second, keep going very confidently, and then I.
And you're like, wait. He's a horse.
I think for a second, like, wow, we're really leaning into the rat aesthetic with the sounds and everything and all that. Man,
It's pretty cool.
If I try to from what Finn did, can I just take a quick look around to try and see possibly what he saw or sense? I guess I can't really see.
No.
Can I? Yeah.
Can I look?
Dahlia.
Yes.
Yeah, as you're looking,
Click will now aware of
you
some
see
alert.
a large shape, about dog size, skitters across the hallway in front of you where there's another T section, and then you see a pair of yellow eyes peering.
Oh no.
Dahlia immediately makes herself very large. Like this is that dream from earlier was not a dream out of fantasy. Like, Kid has definitely squared off with like, a wild animal or two. Not successfully, but has like absolutely seen a wild dog and just kind of like makes some sounds. Like, just kind of like is being a little bit loud. And
Click
just,
starts swinging his sling, getting it ready to go.
All right, as you make these, let me hear the sounds.
Yes, Dahlia.
I'm not. Takes out the big knife.
Finn like crawls inside your sweater, and
Yeah,
you feel him
I'm-
shivering.
I'm kind of giving him little
You see
pets.
a second pair of yellow eyes above
Oh,
the
no.
first.
I start.
I'll
walking
mimic
backwards.
Dahlia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start mimicking Dahlia and making myself big too.
Two giant rats come running around the corner, scurrying towards you as you
Take
make
some
the sound.
steps like towards them.
I mean, I throw a rock at one of them.
Yes, you can. So
I imagine
you,
rolling initiative.
You guys saw them, and I'll give you a surprise round, so you can take an action before they even get there.
Yeah, I throw a rock.
But yes, they are. There's one right there. Isn't he lovely?
Oh, they're massive. He's so scary.
A big boy. Can we take one of these? Maybe Mila can train one to be a dog.
From Marcus?
Yeah.
He just gets a really big rats. Oh my gosh, from the understreet rats.
That was almost a natural 20.
That was really close.
24 to hit.
Wow. All right.
Right?
So and you're what are you using?
My
Whack that
sling.
rat.
I
Your
chuck a
sling.
rock at it. I'm
All
trying
right.
to. I'm
You
trying to
throw
scare it off.
And roll your damage.
All right, so I believe it's a D3.
D3?
so half a D6.
Yeah, half a D6. I was about to say, how do you roll that? Oh,
2 damage.
Mila gets a rat mount.
Yeah. Let's see it.
Oh, I'm just gonna become the rat queen, guys.
You are the rat queen. You're our rat queen.
This means so much to
The
me.
rat queen of my heart.
Give you a little more light so you guys can
is
see
exactly
it.
what I wanted Mila
And
to
the
be.
damage was
2.
2 points. Thunk.
You really took it literally when you said a rat could kill us at this high HP, huh?
Yeah, I did. You hit the one on your right, smacks off its head. It seems only to be angered by this.
And then I wanna-
blood seeps down its eye, and it redoubles its speed.
I want to back up. Oh God! Whoa, that was really cool.
That was really cool and terrifying.
I want to back up and get right next to you've moved forward a bit.
Yeah.
I butt shoulders with Dahlia, not realizing that she's right behind me, and I sort of stumble and pick up another rock and start swinging it again, getting ready for these things to come out.
Okay, and now it is initiative.
Can I also?
Yes, yeah. Huh?
Do I need to use my inspiration before or like?
You tell me before.
Advantage.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think I just had inspiration. From,
Yes.
Oh, I see
correct.
what you
Is it just a d6? Is that
Yes.
right?
You add the d6.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going to, as like, the one that's angry and running forward. I would just like to, slash at it the best that I can with my yucky hunting knife.
Okay, well then that would be when it arrives.
Oh,
so that
okay,
would be at initiative.
Yeah, I'll
if you're
look
going
for
to do
it.
something from distance, you can as they come.
Could
but
I
yes.
do for if we all have like a little surprise thing? I'm just gonna relight the lamp because I thought that it might have been
not a
people
bad
and it
idea.
could have hidden
Which was a
us.
smart idea.
But I'm gonna relight it to make sure that we can see because that's
Okay.
very important.
All right.
It must be terrifying from your perspective to just hear these horrible big rats and then a thunk and your friends suddenly show up in your peripheral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they are, if not rabid, they look close to it. I mean, they
You
are
light the lantern and then suddenly 2
ferocious
rats are
looking.
in front of you.
He definitely was,
I mean, they're almost as high as your knee. Huge fangs.
Knee high to a child.
All right,
high-
roll
not knee
for
high to a
initiative.
frog.
DM has a 4. Who am I rolling against?
I think I'll roll because I think
All
I
right.
took the first action. So that
Thank you, Jordan. Jay Birchfield 3 for the
have a
sub. Thank you, 5. All right.
Nice work.
You have initiative. Click. The one that you struck, blood is coming down the side of its face where your stone struck. You've still got your sling.
throwing another one right
All
back
right,
at him.
point blank.
Well, I will back up so that I don't have to. I'm not worried about him getting up in my business.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
1 damage.
Thunk. Again, with your stone, it keeps coming.
Okay.
It looks badly damaged, but it is still alive.
So what I was
Now-
trying to do with that, moving backwards, was bait it into moving even closer to me, because I
It
imagine
is.
it's very focused on me.
Yes.
I then want to run around it, pulling my knife out, and get to the other side of it, flanking it with Dahlia.
So you're going to try to move and flank it after you throw the. All right, so that will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Moving around it does?
Yeah, because it's charging straight at you, so you're trying to kind of step out of the way and move to the side of it.
If I'm going to provoke opportunity, then I don't think I want to do that, though.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep backing up, provoking it to follow me, and give Dahlia an opportunity to slash.
Okay, all right, so Dahlia, you see the first rat run past you. It's going straight at Click, blood streaming down its face, but the other one is coming straight toward you.
I think Dahlia's instinct is more towards the one that's going towards Click.
Okay.
And kind of like, one sees what he's doing, and two is like, my people. These are, yeah. And kind of like, again, thinks back to some moments with her mom in the woods of like, oh, you should aim there if you want to kill an animal.
Her mom!
Very like, you know, you want to go for like arteries where those might be, and kind of like pointing that out very clearly of like, oh, you can see where that animal's frightened, its heart's beating. Go for that.
Well, let's roll and see if you hit them.
Yeah, hopefully. That's where
Dahlia
I'm
gets more and
trying.
more frightening with every
I
session.
am terrified.
Thank you for the follow.
20!
A nat 20!
My first nat 20?
And she used her inspiration.
Yeah, and I use my inspiration.
Well, I'll let you keep that then. You can use it for the
Add it to the
confirmation.
confirm?
Yeah, you can add it to your confirmation.
What do I
So
do
roll
for
to confirm the
Roll
crit.
it again.
Thank you very much for the follows. That puts us, we're at 1990. We are 10 followers away from 2000.
Great year.
Welcome to How We Do Criticals at Blue Box if you're new to Tears of Aihrde. You roll twice. If you roll a critical, you have to roll again. If you hit the AC, you have critically struck in a way where you deal extra coolness on a...
Yeah, and we have
Critical
many new
favorite.
fighters. Somebody
That's
click-
17.
Oh, all right, so
Dahlia!
for those of you that are new with us, we do roll confirmation on criticals. So when you roll the
Feels
nat
good.
20, that's not a crit yet. You
But
have
it does hit no matter
It
what.
hits no matter what, but then you have to roll again. If you're you don't have to roll another 20. You have to roll a successful hit on the confirmation. So if your first roll is a 20 and your second roll would have been a hit, then you have a critical. You say, why? Why do you make it so hard to get criticals? Because we use these. These are our critical hit tables. We have two sets, one from the ever mysterious Tim, one from Steve Bloodwild, and there is page after page after page of nastiness in here. Single hit deaths
Yeah, I
can
mean,
happen.
the minimum is 2
Horrible.
times damage, but it can go up.
Oh yeah, minimum is 2x damage, but you can one-shot BBEGs. What'd you roll?
The rat's gone.
87.
87?
Oh my gosh!
Hey, you know those arteries she was talking about? I think
All
she
right,
got
so
one.
that is a level 13 crit.
What
Let's
is that
see.
even? Wait,
Where
what's the
about
highest
Dahlia,
level?
Dahlia is a very
20, I
frightening
believe.
young lady. She really is. All right, so let me pull this
I'm
up
just
here.
attentive. I'm a good listener. When my mom talks, I listen.
You
So,
listen for heartbeats,
What's
and you
weird
know
about
where they
that?
are.
I know
And
where
you
they
know how to
live.
kill them.
I
All
know
right.
where life
I know where the blood lives.
so I'm going to read this.
scary.
I'll read the crit, but then you're going to tell me what it looks like.
Oh my god.
As this rat skirts past you and tries to bite into Click, you swing your dagger down. Your weapon slices deep into the rat, severing ribs and the spinal cord, lodging inside the vertebrae. Your weapon is yanked out of your hand.
Oh, no.
And
good.
you can tell. So that's kind of where you hit it. You saw it. So you were looking right here at the neck. You hit it right in the back of the neck and the vertebrae, sever the spinal cord. Your dagger is yanked from your hand. You tell me what it looked like.
Yeah, I think for a moment of like these like primal yelps from these rats as they're like running towards us, and probably some panic on our end, I would assume. Dahlia pulls back to a memory of being in the woods with her mother, and again, similar to that dream, different kind of wild dog. It looks feral. It looks scared. And I think all she remembers is the feeling of like a warm hand on her shoulder and like an approving nod of like, go. Do what needs to be done. and kind of a repeat to that of like.
I can't do.
I think
No, I know.
she's looking to go for a different place, but her the muscle memory is a bit too strong of where she lands, and like pulls the knife back and just like lets it sit there. And I think there's a part of her that was waiting for that. Like the reason why she drops the weapon is because she's waiting for that kind word of like a job well done. Of like a seldom word of praise that gets hit, and so she like leaves it and then looks back to you all.
There's another one!
Is anyone else frightened of Dahlia at this point? I mean,
Why would you be?
Yeah, what's to be so scared about?
You put a monster in front of me, I'm gonna kill it. What's weird about that?
No, the glee, the joy, yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it.
But again, very
my
stoic,
gosh.
very
All right,
serious.
so
role.
I've already given you inspiration. I'm going to give the first of these that has happened in Tears of Aihrde. You have a minor fate chip. Your role play today has been so outstanding. So if you're new to our stream, we have minor and major fate chips. They are very rarely given. I think in 3 years across all the streams, I've probably given a half dozen of them out, maybe 8. And they can be used to change circumstances. They can change critical hits, as an example. They can cheat death. They can be used in DM adjudicated manner. And so
Saved
that
Alcott before.
you have a minor fate chip. And now we go to Duke. What do you do, Duke?
Duduk.
Well, do I see what just happened?
Oh yeah, it's right in front of you.
Okay, so I am like standing with my mouth open.
I'm looking at you like,
Yeah, what about it?
Wow.
There's another one!
Is it coming at me?
No, it's coming at Dahlia. You're behind. So
Oh,
this,
am I behind her?
Yeah, you're behind. So here's you. Here is Mila.
So I try
Here
to
is
mimic
Click.
what she did. I'm like,
So you step forward.
and I step forward and I
Roll the
try
hit.
to go at it. I
Roll the
don't
hit.
know.
Jenny.
Let's see how those dice are
All
working.
right, let's see. We're gonna put that one aside. All
Mad
right.
Chatters, type ! Gord in the chat.
All right.
To be entered in our giveaway.
We'll add 4+. Wait, how many do I have? I don't know how many I have. I'll add 4. Okay.
You have 7.
Oh my gosh, these dice.
Get back in the barrel.
It's a rat.
Pat told you to get back. What was your
9
a 9?
what's your
total.
attack?
Oh, so close.
I hate these dice. I hate these dice.
Do you add anything to it?
I already did.
Yeah.
Well, do you have?
As you step forward, the rat darts around and leaps toward Dahlia. Mila, what are you doing?
Mila has felt fear in dangerous situations before. However, I think this is the first time that she's felt this, and there be people around her that she cares about, that she doesn't want to get hurt. And when she's felt the fear, she's either ran away or did her best to get away, to eventually get in a situation where she's away from it. But that's not an option. She can't. She's not gonna turn and run when these people that she cares about are here. And so she puts down the lamp, takes out the dirk that she hasn't really used it against people. She's swiped at people to get them to get
Right.
away from her, but she's never actually used it to kill anything before. And she sees it, its eyes on Dahlia, and she's just gonna try to plunge it into it. She feels
trembles.
Finley trembling out of fear. And as much as
so
she
brave.
knows that he knows
Roll
that
to hit.
she would never. I'm gonna add a +2 to this. This is the only +2 that I have. Oh god.
Nice.
19 total.
19, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, it's a oh,
You step
God.
forward, you
Probably a
plunge your
D4.
dagger into its
D4.
back. Unfortunately, not quite as deadly as Dahlia's strike was, but nonetheless,
One
you do draw blood. And now the rat leaps up at Dahlia. Wait, you know what? I'll do it later. You smell its fetid breath. The teeth yellowed, and ooh, and yes, it hits.
Beans.
It
What about my
leaps up.
cool armor? My big shield and everything.
It leaps up. You feel sharp little claws dig into your arms, and it bites down right on your shoulder as it leaps up.
Oh, it's high on my body. I don't like how much it's touching
You
me.
take 3 hit points of damage.
You're not dead,
Yeah,
but
I'm on
you're
the
not doing good.
Yeah.
You hear Dahlia, ah! Even as her dagger is yanked out of her hand, she falls to the ground as this rat leaps on top of her and starts gnawing.
Do I have another one?
Now we go to
Screams.
initiative again.
Yeah. Okay.
DM has another 4.
I have a 3.
Shoot.
It's on top of Dahlia. It continues to gnaw at her.
Can I attack?
Hold on. So that's an automatic hit.
For sure.
Dahlia takes 2 more points of damage. That puts you at -3, I believe now. Correct? Because you
What is
had
your
2
con
points.
score?
Yeah. What's your con?
With the negatives that we're currently at, you should be at least 5.
I got a 6.
So she can go to -6.
Okay.
You can get 3 more damage you can take.
So you see the rat. It's on top of her. It pulls a chunk out of her shoulder. A good piece of meat comes out of the shoulder.
I think too, in like the lantern light for the first time, you all would notice that on like some of the forearm, there's a decent amount of like teeth scars.
Yeah,
of, like-
she's taken many.
like,
Yes.
this is not new.
This is not the first time.
What a
No.
good mom you have.
All right.
She's
Good,
old.
Mom.
She loves her.
Old. She's old. It's me or the old lady. Come on. Do not jump in front of a big dog for your mom.
This thing is
No,
on,
Pat. No rabies. No rabies.
This thing's on top of her, right?
I did say that. Yeah, I said they looked rabid, but they're not actually rabid.
I pick up another rock and I throw a sling. All
right, roll to hit.
In its friggin' mouth.
And then Duke, go ahead and roll the hit.
I'm also
Come on.
Yeah.
immediately
Come on. Come
going.
on. 17!
Okay, that's a hit.
for Duke.
What'd you roll?
Natural 1, I believe.
That's a 1?
No.
Okay,
That's a
so
natural
fumbles
1.
work the same way. You have to confirm the fumble.
Okay.
It's not a critical miss, it's a fumble.
Please don't.
Roll
Don't
it.
stab me.
That is a fumble. Roll percentiles,
But
guys.
I was
Yes,
before her.
yeah, I know.
Get
Roll your
ready to
damage. Let's get ready to
Is it
fumble.
the-
What do I roll?
What do I want?
So you were
Do I want
stabbing with a
high
dagger?
or low?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
D4.
want low.
Uh-huh.
Is that a 1 and a 10?
Thank you, Pat. Oh, for poor Dahlia. Oh my goodness,
2.
that's a full heal from Pat.
Oh my
2,500.
2.
Thank you, Pat.
2.
You stab it.
Yes.
It keeps
so
coming
much.
though.
32?
It's gnawing on
I
her.
stab it.
I know you're.
It's a good dagger.
It's got the taste of blood now. It is
32.
32.
We
Hold
like
on.
low.
Okay.
All right.
Because last time,
Yeah.
Alcott did.
So we use these guys for fumbles because the ever mysterious Tim fumble tables are too easy. These are
should you get
Middle
some new
Earth
ones?
role play.
Now,
Yes.
did a rat get to those?
These are that old. These are my Middle Earth
Please
role
don't
playing
make me
fumble
kill Dahlia.
tables.
Please
Hold
don't
on
make me
here.
kill Dahlia.
We killed Dahlia.
And 30. You said 37?
32.
32.
32.
Okay. Oops. We go to hand arm fumble
what do I get for
table.
You didn't get it. Pat gave Dahlia a full
Dahlia,
heal.
Dahlia.
Yes,
I thought that. Sorry.
You got your own name mixed up with Dahlia,
Okay.
just like many of us have?
And you had a dagger, correct?
Look.
Yes, it's a
Yes,
dagger.
it's a.
You are so overwrought by seeing Dahlia fall, hearing the squelching sounds as her flesh is ripped from her shoulder and blood spurts everywhere. You become absolutely incensed and are so passionate with your blow that your dagger flies from your hand and clatters down the hallway.
The best thing that could have happened in this situation. I'm okay with that.
How does she throw it?
It goes
Oh yeah, please roll.
200 feet.
17 feet.
Pretty good.
I got a nice arm on
Yeah,
me.
it clatters down the sewer.
She's got the laces. It's a tight spiral.
It's a tight spiral down the
8 to hit.
Football was a thing.
8 to hit. That does not hit.
Is it flanked?
It is flanked, yes.
So would an 8 hit?
Dex. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, that's right.
Way to know those rules, Thomas.
Especially because
glad
it
someone knows
is
the
fully
rules.
engaged, so there's no Dex bonus.
2 damage?
Tell me what it looks like.
Yeah. All right, so
Man, this is not fair.
You did 2 damage to it.
Yeah.
I don't care. You found the secret entrance and everything. I'm getting ticked off.
Listen, next session you're gonna roll like crazy.
Well, I better.
Your dice will make a comeback, I'm sure.
So you just chucked your dagger down the
Oh god.
the rat has now pounced on top of her, and Click just takes 1 step back, gives one big underhanded swoop to the sling, and with as much force as he can, because you let half of a sling go to let the rock go, and you hear the whip of the sling just whip up in the air, and the rock just embeds itself in the half of the rat's head, and it just stops in an instant, fighting, and lands on her chest.
Nice.
Dead.
I saved you, Dahlia.
Mila is instantly gonna shove this rat body
Wait, no, Dahlia's unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm immediately
Well, I
shoving the
still
rat
whispered in
body
her ear.
off of Dahlia, and I'm getting down, and I am
She's getting down.
trying to like take some deep breaths and lower my heart rate, even though I'm freaking out because my friend right now is on the ground and not looking great. And she is going to try and close her eyes, and she's going to put her hand on the wound, and she doesn't care at this point if her hand gets bloody. It's happened before. And she's going to take some deep breaths, and she's going to remember that feeling that she's felt so many times of the warmth and the safety and the chance of hope. And she's going to hold the necklace, and she's going to try to heal her.
How do I use that full heal?
Well, we're about to see. It has to make sense of the story.
As you place your hands on her,
Click is behind you saying, "What are you doing?"
Shush! Just be quiet for once. Stay smooth.
for once, you feel something different. There's a chill that goes up your spine. You feel Finn grow frightfully still, like he just stops all movement. And for a moment, everything seems to slow. As you place your hand on Dahlia, a name goes through your mind. Pat. Just kidding. And don't expect this to happen again, right? But you feel more strongly than you have ever felt before. You seem to be getting the hang of it. Like, it's no more just sparrows and small wounds. You channel power through your hands, and yes, indeed, you see healing. Dahlia, your eyes snap open, and
Did
you
I do
feel
okay?
like a hot warmth in your
Oh my
shoulder.
gosh, and I'm just immediately gonna hug her. You did amazing, you're great, you're alive, you're awake. Are you okay? Are you hurting? Are you feeling all right?
Am
Are
I
you
al-
dizzy? Do you
Do
need
I-
water?
am I
I have water.
You-
I'm just gonna start handing her things.
I hold all of them.
No, you have like a little memory. The last thing you remember doing was stabbing the rat that went past you, and now you wake up and you just you don't know why you're on the ground, but your shoulder feels warm and pleasant.
My shoulder feels really good.
And you look down, you do see blood all over your.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. Good. How in the world?
If I move like the fabric, can I? Because I think I see the blood, and I'm like, oh, I should probably stop that. I guess.
Yeah. You look.
If I
You pull. You can see the fabric is cut, and there is not even a scar, but there's blood all over.
You're okay. You're okay. You did great.
Okay.
We're safe.
All right.
What are you?
Did you do the thing?
I did the thing.
Thank you. And like gives her a big hug, and then like I think
No. This is
pulls
what?
like Click and Duke into like a big
Click,
hug for
Click
a minute.
pushes away.
Hey.
Magic's not real.
Yes, it's not. What happened?
First a deep breath.
Well, no, it smells horribly down here.
Sorry, deep breath might not be the best idea.
What happened?
There are some things in this world that are not very easily explained.
These are fairy tales
And-
I've heard before. What did you do?
Click. Magic is real
Magic.
to at least a small
Now I'm with you, Clay.
extent. Do you have any other reason for
What
this
is
happened?
going on all these parts?
Managed to have a stab wound and a jaw that was completely broken
And
and
you're
go
magic.
back to normal.
You have magical powers.
It's not necessarily me. It's I
Then
don't
what is
know
it?
what it is. It's
So,
I've met something before,
what?
Oh boy.
and it's brilliant, and it is bright,
Oh no.
and it has saved me many times.
I don't mean to be rude, but wasn't maybe like a light maybe someone had in their hand and was talking to you at night?
No, it's not night when it happens.
I have no idea how you have just done what you have done. That's great that you don't even know what you're doing.
I'm hoping I'm gonna take out the book of the divine ordinances. I'm hoping that maybe this might say
Sorry,
something.
whoa, you think you're talking to gods?
Well, I mean, maybe not multiple, maybe one, or maybe it's not even a god after all. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It is something, though. It has saved me before, and now it has saved Dahlia, and
Yeah,
it saved
I think as
Deke,
Click
and
is kind of gesturing, Dahlia just like grabs his hand and like pulls like the shoulder of her shirt down and just like puts it there and is like, I'm not bleeding.
I mean, Click, did you see what she did to the first rat? And now we got this going on.
I did pretty good, right?
Ah, yeah, it's a little scary. Where'd you learn that?
It was fairly impressive.
So
I mean,
You're like a little girl.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting used
not
to it,
little.
so I
Click-
think
Click pulls the stuff out of his nose.
I think I like for the first time you kind of see Dahlia like puff up with pride and it's like
When you
fairly
take
tall.
my pose,
Yeah.
I match it and I try and get a little bigger.
And I'm like,
All right.
I'm so much taller than you.
Oh, no, you're
A
not.
little guy.
Okay, all right.
I'm very
There might be more rats. Calm down.
Well, she can kill them all.
Well, apparently. We all have a...
And she could probably.
Duke, we all
What?
have a special set of skills, apparently.
Well, some are more special than others.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, can you heal somebody?
If I tried hard enough.
Oh! Oh! Are you gonna click them?
I think Mila is like so
No, that's not what's important.
you did so
scared
Yes.
and like calming down the adrenaline is like she's a little faint-headed from everything that's happened. She's just kind of gonna sit next to her lamp and just kind of observe the rest of the bantering.
We are all members of the organization. We all have special skills that we can bring to the table. Duke, obviously you have a very special set of skills. Click looks
Yes.
at Dahlia, smiling in a way that what he just said is he doesn't fully believe. You, very good at killing animals, as from what I've seen, and probably other living things. Deke.
I didn't kill him.
And this one talks to gods and has magic.
I don't really. Well,
We're gonna figure that out.
okay.
I don't think now is the time to at least
Maybe.
talk about it.
Maybe the King of Beggars might know something about it.
I don't. The people that I've shown this to don't like it.
I like it.
Why? That's pretty cool if it's real.
scares them, I think. I mean, you heard what Deke said. He called me a witch, and there are many people that behave the same way.
I mean, it's pretty weird.
Well.
Well, what am I supposed to say? She was being gnawed into on her shoulder.
I mean,
and now
to
it's
be
not
fair,
there.
I'm just
I mean,
really
where
happy
I'm
you're
from,
okay.
she would be
Yeah.
considered a witch. But I think
Which
she's
is
kind of
Altamira.
nice.
You're from Altamira.
You think she's nice?
Yeah.
Really?
So now I'm conflicted.
If anyone's joined us and you're wondering why players are holding their nose, they are in a sewer. So they're role playing, yes.
Click did pull his out just to talk about this for now, but he quickly plugs it back up once it starts to smell really bad.
I've
All
kind
right.
of gotten used to it. I mean, it's really bad. Don't get me wrong. I kind of want to gag, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought.
Whatever the situation
Dahlia
is.
doesn't seem to be having
Phased.
any reaction
Really
to the
not.
scent at all. No, like she's smelled worse.
My eyes are a bit watered from the scent, but I'm like, it's not
Okay.
as bad.
Would we maybe like to go back now?
Yes.
Well,
Should we take these
it
rats?
smells terrible down here.
What are you going to do with them?
And I don't want rats.
Would I know a little bit of how to from what my mom had shown me of that snake jerky's from my house. I didn't find out
Yes,
any.
yes.
Would I know anything about preparing meat? At
Oh
all?
yeah, definitely. Oh
Yeah.
yes, Dahlia is. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
can
would-
you can skin, you can dress, you
yeah.
can gut, you can yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we don't show Finn.
No. I think that he should not see that.
I don't think he'll have
have some pie and cheese. I think he'll just stick to pie and cheese.
That's a great diet for a growing young man.
We could make some rat jerky.
I might have to ask Marcus if there's a place that I can sit it out in the sun. Maybe on his roof or something.
And like kind of like putting it together and like thinking logistically.
This is a moment when we can make a choice about who we are as a group. Do we take advantage of the understreets, map it out, or do we let it fight back and send us back to where we came from?
We take the rats and eat them.
Well, that's
And
pretty
then go
bad.
back.
We'll probably be eating the rats no matter what, but do we run and duck our tails?
Well, for now, yes.
Let's drop the rats off because if we leave them here,
Yeah.
then other bigger animals will come and eat them.
I like
Then
that.
it'll be a bigger problem.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. But you don't listen to me, do you, Click?
Well, because you aren't very clearly saying it.
Yes,
Why
I was
don't you-
clearly saying it. I said, let's go back and take the rats back so we can eat them.
Why do you keep doing that with your mouth? What is-
Because.
You're getting better at it.
Yeah, you're getting better at it.
No, trust me, I know mockery is a talent.
Click does look genuinely confused. He has no idea why you're doing that.
Whatever. It's pretty odd that you're doing that. Anyways, all right, we'll take the rats back, and then we will continue mapping the sewers. Great. All right. Well, I guess I'll get this one.
While they're in the
slump one
midst
over a
of this
shoulder.
conversation, could I just kind of say a small prayer over the rats of like, Mila is coming to terms that as much as there is life, there is also death, and those are two things go hand in hand. And as much as it very much pains her that there is death in the world, it is something that she knows she will have to get used to and understand at some point. And so she's just gonna say a small prayer of thank you for what you were and for what you will be, and I hope that maybe you're in a nicer smelling place. And that's just a little something.
As you say these words, there's a bit of quiet echo of your words, and you hear, "Well, Lot, it seems the king would like to speak with you."
Oh, no.
And you hear footsteps coming down.
I say out loud, gathers?
Oh, definitely not Gather's voice.
But I want to make a.
Okay,
that I
okay.
know someone
okay,
in
got you,
Gilbert.
got you, yeah.
Is that you, Gathers?
You see a full-grown man step into Mila's
I have a rat on my
lantern light, and you've been getting some notice around here.
Ah, the industry.
Follow me.
All right.
Can I
I'm
bring the
Mila.
rat?
And that's where we'll stop.
Can I bring the rat?
Can I bring the rat?
I won't let you into the good John. I'm sorry.
I get the last laugh.
I want a
my
laugh
God.
line.
What a crazy.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do our stream MVP vote. We're gonna do our giveaway. So in the chat, type exclamation point gourd, and that will get you into the giveaway for the gorgeous,
You can go negative.
over gorgeous Mike Disney print. Signed by the artist himself. You want this, you know you do.
What is your
And we'll kick off our Blue Box theme music, and we'll get ready for the poll. Let's start with, so we'll have each one of these players will roll for one of you. So we will do 4 rolls. So when you see your name pop up in the chat, that does not mean you have won yet. It means they must roll for you. Before we do this, though, we do have one question for you here, which we have not asked today.
Oh my goodness.
We are at 1,991 followers. We
You
are now
could be the
9. We are now 9 followers away from 2,000.
It's a big thing.
Exciting times here at Blue Box. We've made our first partner application. We'll probably get turned down. That's normally how that works, but at least we can apply.
Boy, howdy.
So that's in probably here this week, and I'll let everyone know, and then we'll just keep growing and keep applying. But who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and get it the first time. I doubt it, but also hitting 2,000 followers and all the support from the Mad Chatters. You guys have been just absolutely incredible. And so let's start with Stream MVP. Why should it's your lucky day, second time. Why should Mila be stream MVP? Actually, you know what? Let me.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm going to
we do
mix this
ourselves?
up. No, I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to
Okay.
let you tell me why Click. You tell me why Dahlia. You tell me
Easy.
why, and you tell me why. All right.
Oh no.
Click. We all know him. We all love him. First off, in this session, he has become sort of the leader, the face of our group, does the talking, made this organization that we are all a part of, the Understreet Rats. He
Named it, coined the name.
Yes, coined it. In fact, truly, if it were not
I,
for
Thomas,
Click
also came
right
up with the name
now,
outside
we
of it,
would
but-
not be here. We wouldn't have this group. We wouldn't find. I'm so sorry. We wouldn't have found the Sewage Passage.
She speaks the truth.
But he snuck
bless
out
Duke.
from under the thing, managed to roll high enough to sneak around the building, alert Marcus. We now have a job because of him.
First job. We're
We
legally employed.
are in
That's
the
right, you're
sewers
employed.
trying to figure out.
Gainfully employed.
Yeah.
It is
Gainfully.
literally all because of Click, in the fact that he understands Altamira, knows Altamira, that we are all here and are managing to get around as we are. And I think that's very impressive. And also, Thomas is a fantastic actor when it comes to
I
Click.
don't know what
love
you're
it so
talking
much.
about.
And Doppler effect
And he deserves it.
said, and when it comes to throwing stones at windows and skulls, Click's your boy.
Takes your
Absolutely
boy.
right.
Call Click.
Mostly because
1-800
all,
or whatever.
only the worst.
Whatever that is.
all of my other weapons deal with strength, and I have really good decks, so I'm just gonna keep throwing rocks.
Okay, you have Captain Myomorph for your
Hey.
role. Now you tell me why Dahlia should be stream MVP.
I tell you why Dahlia should be stream MVP? Well, if there aren't enough reasons why Dahlia should be stream MVP, here's a couple of more, because boy howdy, Cameron is just the best. Like, is really genuinely, frighteningly good at role-playing. Telling amazing stories. We've learned so many things about Dahlia over the past couple of episodes, but boy howdy, was this a doozy on learning about Dahlia. She is,
Yes. What?
maybe a bit more twisted and tortured than we ever learned about. Maybe literally in some ways by a person who she claims to be a loving mother, but might be teaching her lessons in ways that kids probably shouldn't be learning them. A person who sends kids out for months before coming back home, pats them on the back when they murder animals, and yeah, she's been through some stuff, including a lot of physical fights with animals, and has a reoccurring dream. Never a good sign. Dahlia consistently being the emotional core of the group, leading the group forward in as positive of a way as possible despite all of the stuff that she's been through, and pushing for unity, for friendship, for kindness, and often having that pushed right back in her face, but still persevering nonetheless, and, you know, getting tearful at moments, being very sincere with her emotions about what's really going on in the group and in the city, and what needs to be done because it can't be stood for, and showing her beliefs. Really, overall, amazing. I mean, this is incredible. You're really, really genuinely good.
No, and absolutely true. And,
And first minor fate chip.
the
First minor
first
fate
fate chip.
Which, by the way, session 3?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so
Snaps them back on accident. Ow,
My bones. My scars.
ow, my bones.
all right, Thomas, you will be rolling for Lee. Elhawk, let's go, Lee.
I got you, Lee.
All right. Now, Dahlia, tell us why Duke should be stream MVP.
I think, one, Jenny is so committed to a role play of firmly the age that she is with no see-through, and it's incredible. Like, truly outrageous stuff. And, like, I think that there's something so skillful about being willing to work for your character's desires and how they're feeling and who they are as a person. And I think you really understand where Duke is at as a person on day 3 of losing everything he's ever known.
Yes.
And I think, like, if that happened to anyone regularly, ever, which, like, thankfully, hopefully it doesn't, like, you would be without any knowledge of how to act or how to be, and you would be lashing out at everyone around you. Like, that is perfect. But still having so much fun with it, too, as a role play. Like, such great, like, comedy, I feel like.
The mocking.
Yes, the mocking is so inherently like middle school age, but also like is pointed and does feel real and does feel like from a place of hurt. It's incredible stuff.
we were talking about this upstairs. I also love Duke's just single-minded focus on finding why this barrel is in this room.
Yeah.
Rather than worrying about slavery and child trafficking, all the other issues that are put on his plate.
Yeah.
He said, "No, I don't care about that. Why is this barrel in here, though?"
Focus on something. And again, like, that's accurate. to the
Compartmentalization of the issues. Just, I'm not going to focus on this big thing. There's this little issue that I can probably fix really quickly.
I bet you I can, and I'm
love
gonna
it.
check this whole room and the ceiling of this room.
And not find it.
And like, I just think it's so elegant the way that you're like allowing your frustration with the roles that you're getting to be in this character who is having a series of the worst days of their life. Like,
Yeah.
And
so
worse
good.
girls.
No.
And worst rolls. Maybe as
did a lot of
Duke's
damage.
mental place gets better, the dice will get better.
You know, I'm wondering if they're mentally
Maybe
connected.
try a little friendship. Try a little tenderness, maybe.
Really well said, and I will tell you this also. Each of you have fantastic backstories, and your appreciation for one another's role play is going to grow when you get to know more about each of these characters. And
excited.
Duke is no exception to that. You're going to really enjoy it as you get to understand
yay.
more about Duke.
So worried
All right, so you, Cameron, will be rolling for Mike, Necromantic DM. Let's go, Mike. You are up, my friend.
I got your back, Mike.
All right. Jenny, tell us why Mila should be Stream MVP.
Well, Mila is adorable.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, how can you not like her? And then Finley, of course, and so she has to roleplay two like characters, and so
Not an easy feat.
with 4 little feet.
6 feet between all of us.
Easy feat.
That's a lot of feet.
Yeah.
that's a
You're
worthy
6 feet and you're under.
Are you saying that we're all hiding in graves
thanks.
now? We're dead.
We're
We're
dead.
6 feet
6 feet under, yeah.
We're all gonna die.
Your
already
character
did.
was the inspiration for the name of the Understreet Rats.
Mila for queen.
And so she
Thank you,
used
Kyle.
Finley to alert or like scare
Genius smooth.
the thief,
The thieves?
Forgot about
the
the
young
thieves.
thieves.
Yeah.
So she used Finley, and that would, to kind of scare them, and then Finley tried to, got them distracted for a little bit, I think.
Honestly, Finley
Saved the day.
MVP.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
And so then she went up and tried to distract. It didn't quite work. But then she held on to the guy's neck as he punched Dahlia. She's saving her friend, and
Courageous
she saves
to
the
a fault.
day.
So
So they're like best friends now. Me and Click are kind of at odds.
Still
They're
worst
like
enemies.
best friends.
Yep. I love this. It's so fun. Because both
Such
of
a
us,
good
both of
dynamic.
us just tolerate these two and hate
Each other, yes.
And these two love each other and also
tolerate.
us. No, you don't just tolerate. You do like
We
really
do
act.
like you.
Yeah.
We do like you.
Yeah.
We're friends.
I don't like the dynamic,
Exactly.
but individually.
Why
pretty
can't we
cool.
just be nice to each other?
All right, you will be
It's
rolling
so
for
teenage boy versus teenage
2000 Caesar. Let's go, Chris.
And Mila did heal
Oh,
Dahlia.
yes, that's right. Yes.
Cat draws technically heal.
No, but full heals don't occur unless there's a roleplay reason
That's
for
right,
it to
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
You made that happen.
Oh, that's how that
Oh,
works?
yes, yes.
It's
I don't
just
just
magic.
I don't just make it happen. It's got to fit within
Yeah,
the story.
magic's not real. It has to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, magic.
Make the magic.
All right, so
she did.
the poll can go up. Stream MVP poll is up. We're going to raid into Phantom MJ in just a moment here, so stay with us. Vote for Stream MVP. They don't get experience points. They're all level 0. They're all 11 and 12-year-old kids, but we are tracking all the Stream MVPs, and they will be getting special prizes or awards for their characters when we conclude the childhood part of Tears of Aihrde, which you say, when will that happen? I don't know. Depends on what they do.
Literally about to
Yeah,
ask.
we're going to play it as it goes. So, let's
where it
start
lies.
with you. You're rolling for Myomorph,
Yes, is that
Tom.
2 or
That's
1?
2. Yep,
It's
everybody's a sub today. So
Fantastic. 14.
14. All right.
Those are your die.
And now we go to you, Click.
I'm rolling for Lee.
MVP.
All right, here we
got
go,
for
Lee.
I can be a
MVP.
14.
Mila.
I beat it with a 15.
A 15. Okay, by one. Sorry,
Platinum for
Myomorph.
votes. Platinum for votes.
Platinum for votes.
You got 30.
He's only got 30.
That is your special set of skills.
Money.
You have money.
That was Alcott's special set of skills.
Yeah.
Just having money.
Having money, be
for-
rich.
I mean, imagine having money.
Oh, God,
Well, yeah,
wish that
I
was
really,
me.
I do try.
That would be cool.
No.
It's hard to just imagine it.
I am rolling for necromantic DM.
All right, here we go.
Is it still rolling?
Vote for Duke.
Mike
Vote
gets
for
in.
Duke.
A 17. Mike, you are in the lead.
Dang
Okay,
you.
2000 Caesar. My
All right,
rolls
here we
have been
go. Let's go.
horrendous,
But
so.
it would be hilarious if this is the thing you roll.
Yeah, you roll finally.
Baby.
But
Those
very
are good.
good.
Those are
Okay.
my best rolls.
Mike, necromantic DM, you are the winner. I don't know if you already have one of these. Let me know. We'll give you something else. And so just let me know in Discord, Manda or Mike. If you don't have that, then we'll get that out to you.
it's really
This is your
Oh my
message
goodness,
to
the
vote
stream
for
MVP.
Duke.
As you are voting, please vote, please vote. It will make a difference to these players. We're going to raid Robert in just a moment, but I didn't finish the question earlier. If you're watching today and you haven't followed.
Oh my goodness.
If you're a follower
That
and
one's
you
free.
have not subscribed.
That one's also free if you have Twitch Prime.
If you are a subscriber whose sub has expired and you have not resubbed,
Which you can do for free every month.
it's free. Or if you're not in our Discord where we chat about
Which
this.
is also free.
Tears of Aihrde. Oh, by the way, Tears of Aihrde. We will have role play in our Discord. We have the Salty Dog. We have the Bobet. No, we're not doing the Bobet. We have the Clubbed Foot, which is a cobbler, and then we also will have a clothier. And yes, that actually it actually is. Yes, we have a clothier and a smithy. Will all be role play in the Discord chat, so you guys can go in. But because you're
Once
in the
we're
city,
not in the sewers
you guys can
and-
walk in and role
yeah.
play. Yeah, exactly.
You want this platinum?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
So
yeah, golden police.
if you're any of those things and you haven't followed, we are at 1991.
Go to jail.
We have one question for you tonight. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub, and it's a tie. We have to do it again. So
was almost a
if you would
four-way tie.
please
It was.
please kick that off again, Manda, and make it a
away from
shorter
being
timer.
four-way
Make it like a
tie.
30-second
That's
timer. Let's have
is
the
also
showdown
good. Well,
betwixt
Jenny, maybe
Mila
we should
and
learn from
Dahlia.
this. They don't like that we're angry at each other.
If you don't mind, please. And
They love that they love
So
each
let's see. Mila, give me.
They're
I'm
just
gonna have
cuter
you
than
give me
boys.
one thing about Mila because we went this way, and I'm gonna have you give me one thing about Dahlia to influence this showdown.
Oh.
You first.
Mila has been through a lot also, just like Dahlia, but in a very vastly different way, and still goes out of her way to use the abilities that she knows will potentially get her caught or killed or worse to help the people around her because she cares about them. And it is impressive, it is courageous, and it is cool. And that's why you should vote for Mila.
Very nice, very nice. And the poll is already back up. Thank you. 200. So one more plus one for each of you. We'll carry that over to the next session. Thank you, Tracy. Renreb, we appreciate that. And now you give me one thing.
me,
Yeah.
No, tell me
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
great.
Well, Dahlia can invoke tears at any point. And then she also goes from, like, I don't know, being very, like, kind of like naive and I don't know what's going on. And then she just brings out, like, don't mess with me, I'm going to kill you. Oh, look at my big knife has lots of fur on it. And I don't know how it got there. And my mother is so sweet. So
Mother.
like, Mother.
Mom!
My mom. She's cool.
All right, and
It already.
Mila is the stream MVP! Congratulations, Mila. And we're rating Robert now. I want to say thank you to all the Mad Chatters. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the hype train earlier. Thank you, Pat, for the heal. Thank you, Tracy, there at the end. Thank you, Toriano, for all the stuff at the beginning. I'm sure he's not on it, but good to see Shane O'Mac today as well. Thank you
Yeah, we've
to
had a
all
lot
of
of-
the Mad Chatters. You guys were incredible as always. Thank you to my players. Fantastic
Thank you to
role play
you.
today. You guys were amazing.
I would.
We'll be back Tuesday night with Greyhawk Awakening. Wednesday, Lore Masters Arcanum. Tuesday is All That Glitters with Rizia's Treasure right around the corner. Wednesday is with Demon Gund. We're doing all the Tailspire goodness. And then Friday.
The real treasure of the week.
Yes.
Halloween.
Halloween. And the Overgord return to the patch. Friday at 5:30. Don't miss it. We're going to raid Robert now. And final word from any of our players. What would you like to tell the Mad Chatters?
I love you so much. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing and it's fantastic.
1, 2, 3, 4 streams this week.
And cut it.
And we are rating
Why am I still on camera?
now.
That's when you dip under the table and just.
Wait, are we rating it?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm still on camera.